Ashley certainly is a beautiful young woman. If I wasn't a happily married man.
Come on. What would you do with a woman like Ashley?
I'm not going to answer that, partner. My wife might be watching.
I don't care how many times I see her. I'll never get over how good Ashley looks.
And she's more than just a pretty face. Ashley's an incredible competitor as well. Ashley first came to the WWE as the winner of the Diva Search contest, and it's not hard to see why.
She captured our hearts immediately, Cole. That is one beautiful creature right there.
You talk about raw power. You talk about intensity. Have you ever seen a superstar like Batista?
He's impressive, no question. And when you add intensity to someone that big, that's a bad day for your opponent.
If you're not intimidated at the sight of a heavily muscled 6.5-foot animal like Batista, you better have your head examined.
I never get tired of watching Shelton Benjamin. This kid's got a winner's attitude for sure. The WWE roster has a deep pool of young and talented athletes. But if I said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Shelton Benjamin is at the head of the class.
There's no doubt that hype surrounds Benjamin, but I can't help but wonder if that hype has gone to Shelton's head.
It's hype when it's untested, Cole. But Shelton has proved time and again that the hype's for real.
For a light heavyweight, Shelton could be the complete package of speed, power, and technical ability.
I'd go further, Cole. Shelton's not only great for a light heavyweight, but he could even hold his own against some of the super heavyweights in the WWE. Cole, doesn't it seem to you like Shelton really enjoys competing in the ring?
I don't know if he enjoys competition, but he definitely thrives off the notion that he's the best athlete in the WWE. Shelton Benjamin calls himself the gold standard, and it's hard to argue with that, Coach.
You have to be confident in yourself to even make a statement like that. And confidence goes a long way when competing in the WWE.
Wow, the Glamazon is such a force in the ring.
It's hard to imagine anybody beating her. She's just that powerful. And Beth Phoenix has got to be one of the most dominating divas in sports entertainment history.
No doubt about it, Coach. I don't know if there's a single diva on the roster today that can consistently beat her night after night. The Glamazon is the perfect combination of strength, beauty, and athleticism.
She's just a juggernaut in the ring, Cole. A very, very hot juggernaut.
Would you look at the arms on Beth Phoenix?
How can you miss them? I'm taking it all in, buddy.
Phoenix holds such a power and strength advantage against the rest of the divas.
Don't stop at the divas. If you put the Glamazon against half of the male superstars, she'd still have an advantage. Would you look at the size of Big Daddy V?
The man's enormous. He's a 500-pound mastodon. Big Daddy V's 6'9" and nearly 500 pounds.
Is he 6'9", or could he be bigger?
Well, I'm not going to get close enough to measure him. Big Daddy V is as mean as he is massive.
Watch it when he clubs people, Cole. He nearly breaks them in half.
The only thing I'm okay with about Big Daddy V is that he's on the ECW roster and we rarely have to deal with him. The man's a monster.
I'd have to say that his opponent agrees with you. This guy's just gigantic, just ginormous. Is Big Daddy V.
I guess ginormous just became a word.
I don't know any other word that's appropriate for describing Big Daddy V.
I couldn't imagine facing a superstar the likes of the Big Show.
You wouldn't be facing him, you'd be facing his knees.
My God, would you look at the sheer size of the Big Show?
It's hard to fathom unless you see him in person, but the Big Show is a giant. The Big Show is truly a violent giant. Could you imagine Big Show hitting you? It'd be like taking a shot from an anvil.
Glad that's one thing I never had to worry about.
You never know, Cole. We're at ringside, and that might still be within his reach.
We've said this week in and week out, but television does not do the Big Show justice.
How can it? There are barely any TVs big enough to fit him on the whole screen. Look at the Big Show's hands. They're like skillets.
One of the things that Big Show does better than anyone else is exploit his size and weight difference. How do you describe the Boogeyman? He's one of the freakiest individuals I've ever seen.
Do you think the Boogeyman raises his own worms down in that bottomless pit?
I have no idea, Coach, but I've never heard anybody buying worms in bulk.
You know, I'd go so far as to say that the Boogeyman has got to be the strangest, most bizarre talent in the WWE.
And I go so far as to say, keep your voice down before he hears you say that. The Boogeyman is just so unpredictable. We all know he looks different and is different, and he even moves and thinks different than any other superstar in the WWE.
This Brian Kendrick kid is out of control. He's going to get someone hurt out there.
I think that's the point, partner, and that someone is in the ring right now.
As long as he doesn't land on us, I'm game. Do you remember when Kendrick and his partner Paul London first won the tag team titles?
It was 2006, May 2006, Judgment Day. They defended those titles for over a year, too.
And that title reign was the fourth longest in WWE history.
It's obvious there's nothing Brian Kendrick won't do to damage an opponent. Watch the speed of Brian Kendrick. Kendrick is just flat out fun to watch in the ring. Lance Cade and his tag partner Trevor Murdoch are just a fantastic tag team.
Lance Cade has such a great physique and a very aggressive in-ring style.
And that aggressive style is what he shares with his partner Trevor Murdoch.
You got that right, Michael. Those two are just ruthless. Lance Cade is such a brawler. He's just a barbarian in the ring.
He can physically dominate most of his opponents with that incredible strength, but don't count out his grappling ability. The man knows how to throw people around, too.
Candice definitely knows how to use her beauty to lull her opponents.
I'll tell you one thing. She definitely has the ability to lull my jaw right into the ground.
And if her opponent isn't careful, Candice will knock her jaw right off.
Candice sure knows how to put together an exciting match.
Listen, half of the job is just picking those outfits. If she isn't careful, this place is going to erupt into a full-scale riot.
Candice has got her work cut out for her tonight. Can she pull it off?
Well, let's face it. Candice's athletic ability is just one of her great assets.
Are you saying there's more to this girl than her obvious skill?
That's right, and I'd love to see more of it.
Candice Michelle is really leaving it all out on the floor. Candice Michelle is a beautiful young woman, but I'm not sure she's cut out for a match like this.
Are you blind? Look at her. You think it's a mistake to put her front and center in the middle of the ring?
I'm not saying she's not easy on the eyes, partner, but I question how capable she is of handling herself in active competition.
Wow. Is it hot in here, or is it just Candice?
John Cena is officially a complete package. The guy is handing out a lot of lessons in the WWE.
And class is definitely in session now. Look out.
Cena from the streets of West Newbury, Massachusetts.
And that's where he acquired his Ph.D. in thugonomics.
A degree that's gotten him far in the WWE. Cena's just got that blue-collar work ethic that motivates him, that pushes him to get it done.
A blue-collar work ethic and an unorthodox style. The man's a lone wolf and, without question, a champion.
John Cena is not a man with many weaknesses.
You got that right. He's showing everyone why he's one of the WWE's best. These people might not respect Chavo Guerrero, but they have to respect the legendary Guerrero family.
Well, and there's the fact that he's a phenomenal superstar in his own right as well.
I can't believe the lack of respect these fans have for Chavo Guerrero and his legendary family.
I don't think it's the Guerreros they have a problem with. I think it's Chavo himself. Chuck Palumbo is so strong. He just physically dominates his opponents.
When you're as big as Palumbo, you need to use that strength to get a victory.
I don't know about Palumbo's attitude. The man can just snap at any time.
And you don't want to be anywhere near him when that happens. Chuck's a raw bull. It's just so hard to keep him down.
Forget about keeping him down. How do you avoid that punishment he likes to deliver?
It's quite simple. You run and hide. Palumbo just manhandles most of the talent here in the WWE.
Yeah, but let's face it. He picks on the little guys. He goes after the superstars he can out-muscle.
And what's wrong with that? He likes to win.
Cody Rhodes really does represent what it means to be a young superstar in the WWE, don't you think?
I would say that Cody Rhodes represents a complete nightmare for a lot of his opponents. That's what I think. Man, there must have been a lot of pressure on Cody Rhodes to follow in the footsteps of his wrestling family.
If there was, I can honestly say that he's taking it out on his in-ring opponent. This young kid is fantastic. Is there anything cooler than watching Carlito work the ring?
If you say it's cool, then it's probably the lamest thing going on right now.
You think Carlito can teach me how to be cool?
Do you really want me to answer that, Cole? Carlito is one of the most colorful personalities in the WWE. I can't get enough of him.
Why does that surprise me? You can never count out Hawkins in a match, can you, Coach?
You're absolutely right. Hawkins runs with one big happy family, his partner Zack Ryder and their leader Edge.
Since Hawkins and Ryder have aligned themselves with Edge, their game is picked up.
Say what you will about Edge, but he's been a mentor, a father figure to his Edge heads. Watching Kurt Hawkins in the ring, you can't help but see shades of other young superstars that made it big in the WWE.
Look at teams like the Hardys that went on to great singles careers, and you get the sense that Hawkins and Ryder have a similar fate in store for them.
What I love about Hawkins is his loyalty. The man works well in a group.
I know what you're saying, but I can't help but feel that if the opportunity presented itself, Hawkins would turn his back on that team to make his name.
He might, but I think Hawkins is smarter than that. He's got a good thing going and can't go screwing with it. I'm a SmackDown man through and through, but I've got a lot of respect for Tommy Dreamer.
How could you not? He's the very heart and soul of ECW.
You're talking about a man who's put his body through hell time and time again in order to compete in the business that he loves.
And that's not something that's lost on these fans. Regardless of how you feel about ECW, it's almost impossible not to respect Tommy Dreamer.
I think it's a damn shame how Tommy Dreamer has sacrificed himself over and over for a bingo hall operation like ECW.
Dreamer isn't in this business for the money or the fame, partner. He's here because he loves what he does, and he loves our fans.
And that's an attitude I can't help but respect.
Tommy Dreamer has shed years of blood, sweat, and tears, sacrificing his own body for the sake of ECW.
Those three letters mean more to him than life itself. I might not respect the brand, but I respect Dreamer's dedication to it.
How can you not? The passion and dedication of Tommy Dreamer are virtually unmatched in all of sports entertainment.
Tommy Dreamer might be the last of the old school superstars, and that's something I respect.
It's hard not to respect Tommy Dreamer. He's never given less than 100%, whether he's competing in front of 50 fans or 50,000. How do you prepare for a match against Tommy Dreamer?
Dreamer is not the most technical superstar, but he's incredibly tenacious. You've got to be ready for the fight of your life against an opponent who will not back down. I don't think there's anything Edge wouldn't do to get what he wants, and that's what I like about him.
That's funny, because that's exactly what I can't stand about Edge. He might be a great competitor, but he's a lousy human being.
So you're telling me you'd rather watch a guy who does everything by the book and cares more about the rules than about winning?
I'd rather watch a superstar who had some sense of sportsmanship, some sense of decency, yes. How can you applaud a man who doesn't care about anyone but himself?
Because those are the guys who win. Edge is only out for himself, and I respect the fact that he's honest about that. Edge is so quick and so deadly. You can't take your eyes off of him for a second.
And that's doubly true if you're the referee. I don't think Edge has ever met a rule he wouldn't break.
No shame in that. If you don't get caught, it's not cheating. Maybe Edge doesn't have the best attitude in the world, but he's a heck of a competitor, no doubt about it. There's two things I like about Elijah Burke. The first is his talent for talking trash.
I can't argue with that, although I don't think it's his most admirable quality. What's the second thing?
The fact that he can back it up in the ring, this guy's pure dynamite between those ropes.
You can say that again. He's made quite a name for himself so far in WWE. I don't think our fans are too crazy about Elijah Burke.
What's not to like? The guy's pure gold on the microphone, and he can back it up in the ring.
I think they've simply had enough of Burke beating their favorite superstars through underhanded means.
Elijah Burke had 102 knockouts as a boxer before he came to WWE. 102!
And it would have been 103, but after knocking his opponent out, he was disqualified for not going to a neutral corner. Very few superstars have the physical and mental gifts possessed by Elijah Burke.
He's a total package as far as I'm concerned, and he's going to go far in this business.
Jesse and his partner Festus work so well in the ring together.
If by working together you mean Jesse stays out of Festus's way so he can destroy their opponents, then I couldn't agree with you more.
Festus has got to be one of the most unusual superstars in the WWE.
The man's a freak of nature, Cole. Most of the time he's as docile as a puppy. But when he hears that bell ring, he transforms into the monster that we see before us.
And his opponents need to run and hide before he takes their head off. Have you ever seen a wrestler go through a metamorphosis like Festus at the start of a match?
When that bell rings, hell opens up. And no, I've never seen anything like it before in my entire life.
Very few superstars have the strength to stand toe-to-toe with Festus when he hears that bell ring.
And even fewer have the grapefruits to consider trying it. A lot of people won't admit it, but Finlay might be the craftiest superstar in the WWE.
Are you calling him a cheater, partner? Because I think the Belfast Brawler would definitely take offense at something like that.
No, I'm just saying the man will do whatever it takes to get the job done.
When you think of how many years Finley has been in this business, it's amazing that he can still compete at the level he does. Finley has certainly established himself in very short order as one of the toughest superstars SmackDown has ever seen.
You're not kidding. I wonder if all English fellows are as tough as him.
English? He wears a shamrock. He carries a shillelagh to the ring, and he's got a pet leprechaun. Does that sound like English to you?
Calm down. I'm just yanking your chain. I know the difference between English and Scottish.
Ric Flair certainly has earned the nickname the dirtiest player in the game, but you can't say he doesn't warn his opponents.
And he does it with style, Cole. Nobody can poke you in the eyes or deliver a low blow quite like the Nature Boy. The Nature Boy knows how to put on a show, Cole.
No argument there. If Flair's coming to town, you know the arena's going to be packed. Ric Flair has had, without question, the greatest career in professional wrestling.
No doubt about it. He's sold out more arenas and raised more hell than any other superstar ever.
When you talk about a man who's done it all in this business, you don't have to look any further than the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Why would you even think of looking any further, Cole? The man's the showstopper. Michaels is so talented, just one of the all-time greats in the WWE.
He's the showstopper, the headliner, the main event. You're not given names like that, Coach. You earn them. I'll never understand why Mark Henry resorts to such brutal tactics. He's already the world's strongest man. What has he got left to prove? Well, if you ask me, a victory is message enough. But Mark Henry seems to enjoy dishing out senseless brutality. I don't use the word evil lightly, but that's what comes to mind when I see the delight Mark Henry takes in destroying his fellow superstars.
A lot of guys call themselves the best in the business, but Triple H might be right.
He's definitely got the track record to prove it.
Now, are you talking about the wins or the pile of bodies that the game's left in his wake?
Triple H is the cerebral assassin, and he's lived up to that moniker.
The game can beat you so many ways. His mind is one of them. His sledgehammer's another one. I've never seen Hardcore Holly crack a smile. Not once.
What do you expect? Cracking smiles isn't exactly in his job description.
By the look on his opponent's face, Holly's got the cracking part down pat.
There are not a lot of tougher guys in the WWE than Hardcore Holly. He's 100% business in that ring.
You got that right. This guy has some close scares in his career, but he keeps on fighting, and his opponents are paying for his toughness right now. The guy is a huge competitor.
Man, seeing JBL in the ring really brings back happy memories.
What are you talking about, Cole? Am I not good enough for you?
You're fine, but without JBL's advice, my investments are taking a beating.
Not as bad as JBL's opponent right now, I guarantee you. Not a lot of WWE superstars have accomplished as much in the ring as JBL.
Add to that his outside accomplishments, and you're looking at a complete package.
And if he can keep things up, he'll be adding this match to his list of successes.
What goes through your mind when you watch JBL in a match like this?
Well, thanks for the gig for one, and I'm glad that's not me in there taking a beating for two.
JBL should be ashamed of the way he handles himself in the ring.
The man's a millionaire and a wrestling god. If I were him, I'd be proud as hell of the way I lived my life. I hate to say it, but Jesse's an idiot. I know if I had a gorilla like Festus listening to me, I'd be running SmackDown.
Jesse's a good man and a good friend, and we can all be thankful that Festus doesn't listen to you. Jesse's a fun-loving superstar who knows how to get it done in the ring.
He's a solid athlete, I'll give him that. But does he have enough of that killer instinct?
Well, he's usually got Festus in his corner, and that man's got more killer instinct than the entire WWE roster. Our fans love Jesse. This young superstar puts it all on the line each and every match.
He's got no quit, Cole. I've seen him get his nose busted open during a match and keep going. I might have my problems with Jesse, but the kid's as tough as nails.
Jeff Hardy is about as hard to predict as any superstar in the WWE.
I can tell you one thing for sure. He'll put on one heck of a show. If Jeff Hardy has any faults, it's that he'll take any and every chance to accomplish what his goals are.
And if that means racking his body and breaking himself here tonight, that's exactly what he'll do. Jeff Hardy is absolutely fearless. The man's a daredevil, pure and simple.
Have you ever seen another superstar put his body on the line like that?
Not without thinking twice about it. He's just so determined to win, he doesn't care what happens to himself to get it done.
Is there anything Jeff Hardy won't do to beat his opponent?
Well, I'll tell you what. I've never seen Jeff cheat. I've never seen him take any shortcuts in a match. Shades of Shawn Michaels. Jeff Hardy's got that never-surrender attitude that says to him, get up and keep going.
I don't know if it's from the focus on winning the match or his need to pull off one more insane move that the WWE fans have never seen before.
Jimmy Wang Yang is SmackDown's resident redneck.
That's right, Colt. You never make the mistake of thinking Jimmy's anything more than a redneck. And if you ask him where a Chinese restaurant is, he's likely to hog-tie you.
Jimmy Wang Yang has been very impressive in recent weeks. You got to sit back in awe when Jimmy Wang Yang is in the ring. Growing up on a ranch, where do you think Jimmy Wang Yang learned all those high-flying moves?
He's probably been throwing off a bull or two. And if his opponent's body language is any indication, the bull got off easy.
Jimmy Wang Yang, is there a more colorful superstar in the WWE?
In about 5 minutes, his opponent will be covered in bruises. You might want to ask then.
This Jimmy Wang Yang character is such a high flyer, you'd think he's such a tall tale himself.
If he keeps up this kind of performance, I'd say that the story of this match is all but written.
Jimmy Wang Yang is just a few more high-flying maneuvers from roping himself another victory.
He's sitting high in the saddle now, but let's see if he can finish things up.
It's been said before, but that doesn't make it any less true. Kane is pure evil to the core. This monster doesn't care about anyone or anything.
You say that like it's a bad thing. Since when does caring about anybody else make you a better superstar?
No, but there's more to being a WWE superstar than brutalizing your opponents. I don't think Kane knows that. Or if he does, he doesn't care.
Aside from his brother, The Undertaker, I don't think we've ever seen a more dominant superstar than Kane.
Or a more terrifying one for that matter. He's just pure, unstoppable rage.
Yeah, and it's even scarier when you're in the ring with him.
I've reported from active war zones, but nothing compares to the ruthless inhumanity of the big red monster, Kane.
He's intense, no doubt, but I can't get enough of seeing Kane.
Regardless of how you feel about ECW, it's a real treat to see a vixen like Kelly Kelly in action.
And I wouldn't mind seeing how extreme Kelly can get here tonight.
You might get your wish. She's an exhibitionist, you know.
Oh, I know. Believe me, I know. That's one of the only reasons I showed up to work tonight. Man, Kelly Kelly is easily the sexiest lady we have in the entire WWE.
I've heard you say that a million times, and you change it to whoever you're looking at.
I know. I keep hoping someone like Kelly will overhear me and get what I'm saying.
For the sake of our show tonight, I hope Kelly Kelly manages to restrain her exhibitionist tendencies.
Excuse me, did you just say that you didn't want to see a beautiful young woman in a state of undress?
I'm not saying I'm not interested. I'm just saying I'd like for us not to get kicked off the air.
Is it just me, or does the temperature in the arena go way up whenever Kelly Kelly's in the ring?
Kelly Kelly prides herself on being an exhibitionist, and she's certainly putting on quite an exhibition here tonight.
Listen, next time you're going to try to be cute like that, give me some warning so I don't throw up on my microphone. Mr. Kennedy's got it all. He's got the look, he's great on the stick, and he knows how to get it done in the ring. Mr. Kennedy's my kind of superstar. He'll tell you exactly what he thinks of you, and then he'll back it up in the ring.
He certainly isn't shy about sharing his opinions, that's for sure, but I, for one, could do without that enormous ego of his. There are a lot of superstars in the back who'd like to shut Ken Kennedy's mouth once and for all.
There's a huge difference between wanting to do that and being able to pull it off. The word giant gets thrown around a lot, but the Great Khali is the real deal.
He sure is. I can't even begin to imagine where they found a monster like him.
I don't know, but I wish I did, just so I could stay the hell away from there.
You and me both, partner. I'm a little nervous just sitting this close to him.
When I look at superstars like the Great Khali, I'm so happy I don't have to do interviews anymore.
Yeah, I'd like to be as far from Khali as possible.
Exactly. Like in another state.
How do you approach a match with someone like the Great Khali?
Well, part of the problem is that there aren't any guys like him. All you can do is just keep moving and don't let him get his hands on you.
And I can only imagine that that's a lot easier said than done. He must take up at least a quarter of the ring as it is.
This Great Khali is a bona fide monster. I feel sorry for anyone who's got to get into the ring with him.
So do I. You get the feeling Khali isn't here just to win matches. He wants to end careers. Look at the fire in the eyes of the Great Khali. He's here to make an impact.
Yeah, well, that's not hard to do when you're a 7-foot monster.
Kofi Kingston is the first Jamaican-born superstar in the WWE.
Not only is he unique because he's from Jamaica, but he also brings his own unique style to the ring. Nobody else goes on offense quite like Kofi.
I mean, look at that smile on Kofi.
He just loves being in the WWE, Cole. One of these days, somebody's going to wipe that smile off his face, but it's unlikely it'll be today.
Now, if you're Kofi's opponent and he smiles at you, how would you feel?
I'd be too worried about being blinded. That's a 10-gigawatt smile.
Kofi's unorthodox offense has racked up quite a record here in the WWE since debuting in early 2008.
Can you believe, Cole, how lucky we are to get to watch a girl as beautiful as Maria?
She's stunning, and every week she continues to develop her in-ring abilities.
Keep your fingers crossed, Cole. I don't want anything to happen to Maria.
Good to know where your priorities are, Coach.
Watching this match, I can't help but to envy the ref. I'd love to be checking Maria for foreign objects.
No doubt about it, Coach. He's definitely the luckiest man in the building right now.
What Michelle McCool lacks in experience, she makes up for in legs. Look at those things.
She's a good-looking woman, but it's going to take more than that to pick up the win here tonight.
You know, you'd have a lot more success with women if you stopped talking trash about them.
I'll tell you, Michelle McCool is a smoking.
Michelle is looking to go the distance here tonight. There's nothing better than a woman who wants to go all the way.
Congratulations. I think you just made Jerry Lawler look like a mature adult. Michelle may have bitten off more than she can chew here tonight.
Oh, man, I hope not. That's about the last thing you want a beautiful woman doing. Man, Melina's one of those divas you just can't take your eyes off of.
You certainly can't. Melina will use any underhanded trick in the book to pick up the win.
That's not exactly what I was talking about, but you're not wrong.
It's a real shame that a diva as lovely and talented as Melina has to resort to some of the underhanded tactics that she often employs.
Hey, I know you don't have a hope of getting anywhere with Melina, but don't ruin my chances by association, okay?
Melina is as devious as she is beautiful. She'll do whatever it takes to win.
I kind of like that about her. What, you don't have a thing for bad girls?
Try and stay professional here. I'm trying to call a match. I don't know what you're doing.
I was just trying to find out if the rumors about you being a robot were true. So far, it looks like they are.
You can't underestimate Melina. She's not just another pretty face. She's an incredibly accomplished female competitor.
Yeah, but going back to the pretty face thing for a moment, oh man, just look at her.
If you keep this up, we're going to have to fit you for a crown and give you some hair plugs.
See, the thing about Melina is she's, wow. What was I saying?
Matt Hardy's as skilled a wrestler as we have in the WWE.
Matt Hardy says that he will not die, and we're seeing that determination here tonight in this match.
No doubt, Cole. Matt brings that kind of attitude to each and every match.
Look at the fire in Matt Hardy's eyes.
I don't think there's a superstar on the roster with as much drive and determination as Matt Hardy, and these fans certainly react to that.
Oh, yeah. We could be in Carolina or Canada, Georgetown or Japan. But wherever we are, Matt's got the love of the crowd. Do you think there'll come a day when Matt Hardy's extreme attitude causes him to bite off more than he can chew?
I don't think you're ever going to see that from Matt Hardy. He's simply got too much passion and determination.
Mickie James is as sweet as she is talented.
You have a sweet tooth there, buddy.
How can you blame me? The only person having a sour time is in the ring, getting beat by her.
Mickie James is possibly the most psychological competitor of all the WWE divas, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I can't get her moves out of my head. Is that what you're talking about?
You know what? I was watching her beat down on her opponent and totally lost my train of thought. Is that proof enough for you?
Remind me not to sit so close to you during these Mickie James matches, all right? You're getting way too excited. Answer me this. Do you think this nice girl act that Mickie James has going on is going to last?
I'd love to give you an answer, but I'm too busy watching her act not so nice to her in-ring opponent.
Wherever the Miz goes, he brings the pate with him.
And more often than not, that party gets broken up with a fight.
It's great to watch the self-proclaimed chick magnet in action.
You know, I don't get what the ladies see in him. But if I better understood the opposite sex, I wouldn't be sleeping on the couch once a month.
We've seen the Miz week in and week out. He's displayed a plethora of toughness in the ring, no doubt about it. He can bring the fight to you, and there's no confidence problem either.
No confidence problem whatsoever. I mean, he's declared that he's God's gift to women, but he's also had an impressive win-loss record here in the WWE.
The Miz has gone from reality TV star to very aggressive WWE superstar.
And the transition seemed like a natural fit for The Miz. He's taken to the wrestling ring like he's taken to the camera. The Miz is actually a very clever superstar.
He seems to have a sixth sense of how to get out of harm's way. Would you look at John Morrison, Michael Cole? This man has a fantastic sense of style and an incredible in-ring ability.
There's no question that Morrison is one of the brightest stars in ECW, but it's his attitude I can't stand.
Where you might see arrogance, I see confidence, and nothing can help you win a match more than confidence. Morrison isn't only an outstanding singles competitor, but he's also one heck of a tag team wrestler.
He's held championship gold in both wrestling styles, and there's no doubting his athleticism.
It never ceases to amaze me how athletic John Morrison is.
Hey, I might not like the guy, but he knows how to wrestle.
And he's not afraid to put his body on the line to come away with a win.
Morrison's corkscrew neckbreaker is so devastating.
It just wrenches his opponent's head and neck, and when he hits it, the end of the match usually isn't far away. Would you look at the mug on Murdoch?
It's a face only a mother could love, Coach. Murdoch and his tag partner Lance Cade work so well together. Even when they fight in singles, the other one is never far behind.
And their opponents need to be aware of that. Cade and Murdoch are a duo, so you always got to watch your back when fighting Murdoch or Cade. I've said it time and time again. Trevor Murdoch could be a role model for young kids.
What? You're kidding, right?
No, he follows the rules a good 80% of the time.
Have you noticed Murdoch likes to talk smack to his opponents?
That's a good tactic. A lot of times you get these guys so mad at what you're saying that they slip and make a mistake. And that's when Murdoch is at his most dangerous.
Tell me something. Do you really consider Montel Vontavious Porter to be SmackDown's MVP?
Absolutely. We've got a lot of talented superstars, but MVP is definitely at the top of the list.
How can you say that when we have so many decorated veterans on the roster?
Well, mainly because I know it bugs the heck out of you when I do. I am a huge fan of MVP. This guy is the future of the business right here.
I might not like his attitude, but the man can wrestle as good as anybody in the WWE. I'll tell you what, Coach, MVP has an immediate impact on the landscape of SmackDown.
I love watching MVP in action. This guy is absolutely everything he claims to be.
It's hard to argue with. He's backed up his claims week in and week out.
Without question, he's made his presence known since arriving in the WWE.
MVP is a man that can be called many things. Exuberant, cocky, very self-assured, but he is a champion-caliber superstar.
You can also call him the human highlight reel, because when the lights are on bright, MVP always delivers. You've got to be impressed with everything that Orton's achieved since coming to the WWE.
What, you mean like turning on the people who have supported him and stabbing them in the back?
No, I mean like becoming the youngest world heavyweight champion in history and having one of the longest intercontinental title reigns of the last decade.
I'd have more respect for those achievements if Orton didn't earn them with such underhanded tactics.
Well, I've got news for you. Orton doesn't care what you or anyone else thinks, and that's why he's at the top of his game right now. Orton's never backed down from a fight. His mouth might get him in trouble, but he's always ready for it.
Are we talking about the same Randy Orton? It seems like the only time he's willing to fight is when he gets to hit somebody from behind.
Randy Orton has it all. A great look, fantastic charisma, and 3 generations of experience in the business.
And not to mention an ego that won't quit. A lot of the superstars around here would love to take him down a peg.
I don't know whether to be excited or scared every time I watch Paul London in action. This guy has no limits to the crazy stuff he'll do to put down his opponent.
Paul London has this crowd on their feet.
He might want to follow their lead. I don't think this guy knows how to stay on the ground. Is there any part of Paul London's body that he won't put on the line to win a match?
If there is, it's definitely not on display for us here tonight. He's really done a number on himself to get the job done.
Paul London and his longtime partner Brian Kendrick have got to be one of the most cohesive units here in the WWE.
Yeah, they remind me of another legendary tag team, the Rockers.
They're also as equally explosive as that duo ever was.
I was talking to CM Punk earlier, and he told me how you got to make your own luck in life. Nothing's given to you. You got to earn it.
That's right, Cole. Luck is for guys like you. Men like Punk and myself make the most of every opportunity, every moment in life.
Well, where was my luck when they sat you next to me, partner?
You and I both know, Cole, that was the luckiest day of your life.
CM Punk is as straight edge as they come. He doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, he doesn't do drugs.
That's right. His only addiction is competition. Punk loves to face the best and prove that he's the top dog.
When Punk's in the ring, you can feel the electricity.
You got that right. Now watch for Punk's strikes. The man just might have the most educated feet in the WWE today.
CM Punk has the ability and the skill set to nail you with a wide variation of moves and beat you.
You don't want Punk to start hitting you with that Muay Thai style striking moves, or it could spell lights out.
Say what you will about William Regal. He never backs down from a fight.
Regal's been making a living with his fists since he was a teenager. You don't stick with something that long unless you're good at it.
And yet you show up week after week to do commentary.
I think William Regal wants to finish this up quick. It's almost tea time, after all.
Regal's a very methodical wrestler. He won't be rushed, and I don't see him as a tea and crumpets kind of guy.
Mysterio's so quick. Just watching him, I get winded.
Imagine what his opponent's feeling. Mysterio's developed a unique style that makes the most of his natural speed and agility. Rey Mysterio, the ultimate underdog, always gives it his all.
Never count Mysterio out. How many times, on how many occasions, has Mysterio shocked the world?
The high-flying acrobatic Mysterio will do everything he can to win a match.
And he needs to. Mysterio matches are more often than not a modern-day retelling of David versus Goliath.
Rey Mysterio is so fast, so agile, and so talented, and he's proven that he's championship material.
Oh yeah, Cole. He's proven that time and time again. No one can chop down the big men like Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio never fails to impress me. Every time he enters the ring, he finds another way to defy the laws of physics.
Speaking of the laws of physics, Rey had better slow down or he's liable to get hit twice as hard.
Maybe it's time you trust the professionals on this one. Mysterio knows what he's doing out there. Does Ryder really need to be one of Edge's cronies to make his mark in the WWE?
Hey, what's wrong with being a crony? If you got yourself a meal ticket, like Ryder and Hawkins do, you'll want to stick with it. I think Ryder and Hawkins have learned a lot from the Rated R superstar.
They have definitely learned how to do what's necessary to achieve Edge's goals in the ring.
The toughness of Zack Ryder never ceases to amaze me.
Absolutely. This young man has all the potential to be a tremendous star for years to come in the WWE.
You've got to admire Zack Ryder's in-ring prowess.
Why doesn't it surprise me that you'd back his underhanded tactics?
Cole, when you're in that ring, you have one job, and that's to win. Nothing else matters, and Ryder knows it.
How much trouble has Santino's mouth gotten him into since arriving in the WWE?
Well, I'm sure there's one or two superstars he hasn't offended yet.
Sure, the day's not over yet. It's hard to tell which Santino's going to show up in the ring. The man's an incredible talent, but he loves to ham it up.
What are you talking about, Cole? When his opponent cheats, he needs to let the ref know, even if it means being loud. Santino has so many ways he can beat you.
What, like making you laugh into submission? The man's a clown.
Let me remind you, he's a former IC champion, so be careful or the joke will be on you. When you look back at the Miracle in Milan, you know that Santino is one of the best superstars in the WWE.
I'll say this about Santino. He has the incredible ability to capitalize on being in the right place at the right time.
Was that a compliment?
Depends on whether or not it's the right place or the right time.
The scariest thing about Snitsky isn't his size or his strength. It's the fact that he just doesn't care about anyone or anything.
We've seen that time and time again, and we're seeing that here tonight in this match.
And it might be the last thing his opponent ever sees.
I don't know how WWE can allow a monster like Snitsky to compete.
Simple. A monster like Snitsky makes the rest of the roster kick it up a notch. You can't just go through the motions when you're in a match with a guy who wants to rip your head off.
You might be right, but I have to wonder if the risk is worth the reward.
Talk about intimidating. Snitsky's got everything it takes to be a dominating force in WWE.
That's what worries me. I'd hate to have a monster like Snitsky having his run of the place. Seeing Snitsky in action sends a chill all the way up my spine.
You got that right. The only thing scarier than his punishing style is his teeth. They're downright terrifying. The Undertaker. He's got a pretty impressive track record going back a long time.
Absolutely. The Phenom has done it all here in the WWE.
Half of The Undertaker's style is about getting inside the opponent's head. The fear freezes them up.
But you're not taking into account the power and experience of the dead man. You can't forget about that.
Of course you can't. The man's a legend.
I don't think there's ever been a more dominant superstar in WWE than the legendary dead man, The Undertaker.
Without a doubt, the Phenom's just an incredible superstar.
From ringside to in-ring, Taz is one of the best in the business.
Easy there, Cole. Taz is a sick force in the ring, but I run circles around him as a color commentator.
I'd agree with you, Coach, but I have no interest in getting Tazplexed through a table. Taz is just a pit bull in the ring.
He's got so many weapons. I mean, he tosses guys around 101 different ways and then chokes them out.
Just goes to show you when he says, beat me if you can, survive if I let you, he's not playing around. Taz is just a pit bull in the ring. Taz is no frills in all business.
The man knows what it takes, knows how to get it done when he steps through those ropes.
Hell, even if you battle him outside the ropes, Taz is likely to finish you off. Taz is a jovial guy at ringside, Coach, but when he steps into that ring, he's coming with his game face.
No doubt, Cole. The man's just plain mean. He's looking to hurt his opponents. He wants to hurt his opponents, and more often than not, he does just that.
I love seeing Taz wrestle. He's literally a suplex machine.
There's no doubt about it, Cole. He's one of wrestling's all-time greats.
I don't think I've ever seen a superstar make the kind of impact that Umaga has ever since coming to the WWE.
He's made some waves, that's for sure. And when you're that big, it's hard not to.
6'4" and 350 pounds. He truly lives up to his nickname, the Samoan Bulldozer.
And if you get in his way, it doesn't matter how tough you are. Umaga will flatten you. Umaga has racked up one heck of a string of victories since showing up in WWE.
You're not wrong, partner. He made an impressive debut by utterly destroying the Nature Boy Ric Flair, and nobody's managed to stand in his way for long since then.
That doesn't surprise me one bit. They call him the Samoan Bulldozer, and that's not just hype.
This Umaga is a monster, plain and simple. I think he's here to hurt people as badly as he can.
I've never been to Samoa, but after watching Umaga in action, I'm not in any hurry to visit there anytime soon.
You and me both, partner. We've heard that Umaga is one of a kind, and for the sake of the rest of the WWE superstars, let's hope that's true. There's so much we don't know about the vicious Samoan bulldozer known as Umaga.
He's 6'4", 350 pounds, and he'd just as soon tear your head off as look at you. What more do you need to know?
Victoria here has held the women's championship on several occasions.
That's right, Cole. It's just a statement that Victoria is one of those divas that brings it every time she steps in the ring.
They say Victoria isn't the girl to mess with.
So you disagree? After what we've seen night after night after night.
Not really. I mean, I don't want to mess with her, that's for sure. Victoria's got to be one of the most brutal divas in the WWE.
The Widow's Peak is such a devastating move.
And Victoria executes it to perfection. Every time Chris Jericho enters the ring, you know you're in for an exciting match.
I don't know if you're aware of this, Michael, but Y2J is the master of 1,004 moves.
1,004, really?
Oh, hold on. I think we're going to see 1,005 right here.
Jericho's got to be one of the most boisterous and talented superstars in the WWE today.
Y2J can talk the talk and walk the walk, Cole. When you get Jericho mad, he's as tough as anybody in the ring.
He's tough even when he's not mad, Coach. Well, you get my point. Chris Jericho is really delivering some punishment tonight.
What do you think got him so riled up? Was it something I said? No, wait. Don't answer that. Holy cow! Would you look at that? Talk about a crimson mask. Look at all that blood. These fans are getting their money's worth tonight. Whoa! Look at that. He's bleeding like a stuck pig.
I can't tell if that's a cut or a broken nose, but either way, the referee might need to stop this fight. Oh no, I think he's bleeding from that last shot.
That's the way to do it. Nothing like the sight of your own blood to take the fight out of you.
I hope this is over soon. No matter how many times I see this, I just can't get used to it.
Wow, did you see that? He's been busted wide open.
Oh my, look at the blood just pouring down his face.
He's bleeding all over the place. This one's getting ugly.
And there's the aneurysm. Aztec suplex. Aztec suplex. Beldigo. Good God, what impact. There it is, the Black Tiger Bomb. Burning Hammer. Oh my Lord, what a move. Chaos Theory. Good God, what a move. Oh, and there's the cliffhanger. There's the sadistic demon horns. My God, the carnage. Driller, they might be out. And there's the Falcon Arrow. Oh, dear Lord, what a flatliner. They nailed the Ghetto Blaster. There's the Go Home Driver. They nailed the Hydroplane. Oh, an impact driver. What innovation. What a moneymaker. Oh, there's that sick, sadistic move, the original sin. And there's the package pile driver. Perfect driver. Good God, what impact. And there's that psycho driver. And there's the rising sun. Royal mutilation. Good God, what a vile move. Shock drop. My God, the carnage. They nailed the finisher. The destroyer. Good God, what a move. Third degree. They nailed it. Tiger driver. Tiger driver. Tiger driver. It's the tiger driver. Torture rack. What a vicious move. Uber driver. What damage. WMD. Good Lord, what impact.
These superstars give it everything they've got when they're in a match like this, but a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes.
No question. If you want to make it in the WWE, you've got to sacrifice just about everything for your career. It has to be as important to you as anything else in your life.
And for a lot of guys, their WWE career is their life. That's why you see so much passion in the ring. Seeing a match like this makes me proud to be a part of this company.
I'm with you, partner. You just can't experience a thrill like this anywhere else.
And that's because you're not going to see athletes like the WWE superstars anywhere else, Cole.
You certainly aren't. They're the greatest athletes in the world, and this is the only place you'll see them doing what they do best.
This match proves without a doubt why SmackDown's the dominant brand in sports entertainment.
I can't help but agree, partner. You won't see action like this on Raw.
Look at these superstars. You can't ask for a better example of what makes SmackDown great.
You sure can't. SmackDown's got the greatest superstars in the greatest matches for the greatest fans in all of sports entertainment.
You look at any other sport in the world, and you won't find a single athlete that can compare with the WWE superstars. I tell you, this is what WWE is all about.
You're absolutely right. The greatest athletes in the world competing on the grandest stage of them all.
You're not going to see superstars like this anywhere else except on SmackDown.
You'll get no argument from me, partner. SmackDown is the dominant brand in all of sports entertainment.
These superstars are at the top of their game, but only one of them is going to have their hand raised at the end of this one. I've been looking forward to this match all night.
So have I. It's certainly been one of the most anticipated matchups in recent weeks. Night after night, the WWE superstars never fail to amaze the fans.
And that's a good thing. I don't even like to think about where we'd be if they didn't.
Well, we wouldn't be sitting here calling this match, that's for sure. These superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next. Folks will be staying with this match to the end with no commercial interruptions.
This match has all the makings of an instant classic. You never know what to expect from these superstars. This could be over in 60 seconds or 60 minutes. Talk about superstars who don't have an ounce of quit between them. You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Hey, you got to go in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. Even if you wind up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week. Kids, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. These are trained WWE superstars, and even they wind up seriously injured sometimes.
I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either. These superstars have proven time and again that they're willing and able to go the distance.
Well, you don't get too far in this business if you're not.
That's for sure, partner. There's always someone right behind you, ready to overtake you if you can't keep up.
There isn't an ounce of quit in these superstars.
There certainly isn't. They're in this one to the bitter end.
This one's going to keep going until someone can't go no more. If you ever wonder just how much punishment a human body can take, I think you're going to get your answer tonight. I don't think there's going to be anything left of these superstars by the time this is over.
You might be right. They are so focused on victory that they don't care what they have to do to get it.
Look at these superstars. They haven't even contemplated the fact that they might lose here tonight.
They've sacrificed so much to get here. I don't think they could allow that thought to enter their heads.
Look at these superstars go. It's obvious they've done their homework on each other.
That's for sure. This match might have been over by now if they hadn't.
90% of a match is in the preparation. You got to come in ready for battle. The key to winning a match like this is to build momentum. You're not going to see a match won with just one or two moves.
No, but one or two big moves at a crucial point could change the direction of it completely. Victory means absolutely everything to these competitors tonight.
That's a real pearl of wisdom. You got any others? Like the superstar who beats their opponent will be the winner?
How about you should spend more time calling the match and less time cutting down your broadcast partner?
Conditioning is a huge factor in any match. If you can't go the distance, there's no way you're going to win.
That's for sure. And the WWE superstars are some of the best conditioned athletes in the world.
I talked to these superstars before the match, and I've never seen competitors more fired up and ready to get it on. It's obvious that these superstars have studied each other carefully.
No question about that. You won't last long against an opponent you haven't done your homework on.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
Trading punches 15 feet in the air. I don't believe it. It's a long fall for whoever loses this fight. Whoever loses this fight's going to have a long fall in their immediate future. Only one of these superstars is going to hold on. Who's it going to be? They are absolutely tearing each other apart up there. I'll tell you what, there's not enough room for both of them up there. I have never seen two competitors more determined to beat the daylights out of each other. There's not an ounce of quit in either one of these superstars, but someone's going down. If your opponent knocks you down from there, you might as well throw in the towel. Neither one of these superstars can afford to get knocked off the ladder.
These superstars are beating the hell out of each other 15 feet in the air. Neither superstar is giving an inch, but only one of them can stay up there. If he can win this struggle, he might just win the match. This is not a fight that either superstar can afford to lose. What incredible intensity from these two superstars, trading blows high above the ring. These competitors are going to trade blows until someone falls off the ladder. Neither one of these superstars wants to be the one to fall off the ladder. Both of these superstars are determined to stay on the ladder. This is a pivotal moment. Whoever comes up short here might just lose the match. Wow, look at him up there, trading shots back and forth.
This could be it. He's almost there. Oh man, that title belt is totally within his reach. Look at that. He's almost got it. Come on, this is for the title. Reach for it. He's making a grab for it. This could be it. His opponent better do something quick, or he's going to win this one right here. Has he got it? He's so close. He's close enough to the title belt to see his face in it. This has got to be it. I think he's got the title belt. If he gets that belt, he's going home a champion.
Only a few inches separate him from his goal. This one's over if he grabs the title. The title is only inches away. This could be the match right here. Can he do it? Victory is within his reach, but can he grab it? He's literally inches away from victory. He's going for it. The title is nearly within his grasp. If he can take down the title, he's going home with it. He's about to win the match and the title. Gut check time. Can he reach the title before his opponent stops him? And this could be the Money in the Bank match right here. If he grabs that briefcase, this match is over. Never have so few inches seemed so far away. Victory may be within reach right here. He's literally inches away from winning this one. The briefcase is only inches away. If he can grab that briefcase, he gets the contract. He could win the Money in the Bank match right here. I think he could be going home with the Money in the Bank briefcase right here. Oh my God, this could be the end of the match. Can he reach it?
Come on, this is for the contract. Reach! Reach! Almost got it. So close. That briefcase is so close. All he's got to do is reach out and grab it. This has got to be it. That briefcase is coming down right here. He's just a couple of inches away from being Mr. Money in the Bank. Somebody better stop him, or this one's over. He's going for it. This could be over right here. That briefcase is just a couple of inches away. He's almost got it. This could be it. Oh man, he's almost got it. Oh man, that's something you'll feel tomorrow. But let me tell you, you don't feel anything right after it happens. Did you see that? That table's in a million pieces. I'll tell you what, there's nothing worse than getting put through a table. Whoa, there you go, right through the table. That table shattered into 100 pieces. I'm surprised his opponent didn't too. Putting anyone through a table is guaranteed to keep him down for a while. Wow, he drilled his opponent right through that table. Man, there goes another table. I hope SmackDown's getting a good deal on these. Now that's how you make an impact right there.
What an incredible impact! The table practically exploded! I don't know who's in worse shape, the table or the superstar. Oh my God! He smashed his opponent right through the table! I don't believe it! He put his opponent right through the table! Through the table! His opponent's in no shape to stop him now! The table's been broken in half, and so has his opponent! Did you see that? He just drove his opponent right through the table! Wow, I don't think his opponent's getting up anytime soon!
That's it! He's reached the top! Only one way to go from here! Top of the cage! This one's almost over! Once you get to the top of the cage, you just about got it won. Top of the cage, he can't get sloppy now. He's at the top of the cage. I don't believe it. If he's going to fall from the top of the cage, he better fall out of the ring. Come on, you're at the top, just a little bit further. He made it to the top. I don't think his opponent's going to stop him. This has got to be it. He's almost out. It's pretty much impossible to stop somebody once they made it this far.
Look at that! He made it to the top of the cage! This match could be over right here! He made it to the top! Unless his opponent moves quickly, this one is history! So close! The superstar is so close to escape! He's reached the top of the cage! This could be it! You've got to get out of the cage to win, and that just might happen here! This superstar is about to escape the cage! He reached the top, but can he reach the floor? That cage isn't going to hold him for much longer. He is literally inches away from escaping the cage.
Oh, man, right through the cell. Oh, man, that's just about the worst way to return to the ring. Oh, man, they just punched a hole in the cell roof. And that's why they call it Hell in a Cell. Whoa, there goes the roof. Oh, man, that's not the kind of thing you usually walk away from. Right through the roof of the cell. I don't believe it. There goes the cell. Did you see that? He just put his opponent right through the roof.
Oh my God! Straight through the roof of the cell! The roof gave way! I can't believe anyone could have survived that! No, the roof of the cell, it just gave way! Did you see that? These superstars just destroyed that solid steel cell roof! Through the roof of the cell! Please tell me this one's over! Oh my God! He just sent his opponent through the roof of the cell! He just dropped his opponent through the cell roof! Someone should stop this match! Oh man, it's a long way from the roof of the cell to the ring! The human body was never meant to endure a fall like that! There goes the cell! These superstars will stop at nothing in this Hell in a Cell match!
Holy cow, tossed right out the top of the cell. Oh man, this is a long way down. You've got to be kidding me. That's a 30-foot drop. Whoa, did he really just chuck his opponent off of the cell? If you get tossed off the cell, it's a long way down. There's no way to prepare for a 30-foot fall. What a drop. We better get some medical assistance out here. This one just went from a career shortener to a career ender. I don't believe it. He just chucked his opponent right off of the cell. Wow, everybody knows the risks going into a match like this, but no one plans on getting thrown off the cell.
No, not off the roof of the cell! Oh my God! Did you just see that? He just threw his opponent off the cell! No, it can't be! Not from the top of the cell! Oh my God! He just threw his opponent right off the cell! He just threw his opponent right off the cell! Oh my God! Thrown from the top of the cell! That's it! Stop the damn match! There's no way anyone could continue after that! I don't believe it! He just hurled his opponent off the roof of the cell! Oh my God! After a fall like that, I hope this match is over!
Well, that narrowed things down a little bit. Hit the showers. You're out of the match. Man, what a ride. It took him all the way out of the match. Sayonara, pal. See you next time. Whoa, he just got eliminated. Can you believe that? He tried to hang on, but not hard enough. He's out. He doesn't look too thrilled about it, but out is out. See ya. Tough luck. He's not winning this one.
And there goes a superstar. And there's an elimination. I think yes, it's an elimination. That's one less superstar to deal with. There he goes. This one's over for him. He just eliminated him with authority. He just didn't have enough left to hang on. And this match is over for that superstar. A physical match like this will take its toll, and I think that's exactly what we're seeing here. There are limits to the amount of punishment that a human body can absorb. And if you want proof of that, just take a look at these superstars. The WWE superstars are all superb athletes, but they're also human beings, and there's only so much punishment a human body can take. How much more abuse can a human being take? If this match doesn't end soon, I think we might have a serious injury on our hands. We're definitely seeing the toll this very physical matchup has taken on the participants. I've got to believe this one won't last much longer. These superstars have inflicted so much damage on each other that I'm getting exhausted just watching them. You won't find better athletes than the WWE superstars, but they've got their limits. Limits which may have been reached here tonight.
I don't know how much longer this can go on. These superstars are starting to look like they're running on fumes. This can't go on much longer. Look at the physical condition of these superstars. Look at these superstars. This can't go on much longer.
These superstars have been pounding the heck out of each other, and it's finally starting to wear on them. You can't compete in a physical match like this and not wind up feeling the effects, and that's what we're starting to see right here. The name of the game is beat down your opponent until they can't stop you, and that's exactly what's happening here. This is how you win a match. You work over your opponent until they can't fight back. I don't think this is going to last much longer. Talk about running on empty. I don't care how bad you want to win a match. The human body's only capable of so much. At this point, you got to dig deep. You got to find that next gear to come out ahead.
Oh my God! What a Batista bomb!
Batista bomb. That'll break every bone in your body.
Batista bomb! My God! I think he might have knocked his opponent out cold with that one!
What a huge Batista bomb. That's not a ride you want to take twice.
What a double chicken wing facebuster.
That move goes from pain to agony in a heartbeat. Double chicken wing facebuster. What a move.
Beth Phoenix shows absolutely no mercy. Fisherman's Buster.
What impact. Beth Phoenix is just so powerful.
Fisherman's Buster.
It's the Fisherman's Buster.
It's hard for anyone to recover after that move. Oh my, down in flames.
Perfectly named and perfectly executed. Incredible. Beth Phoenix hits down in flames.
It's one of the reasons she's a dominant diva.
He's got them 10 feet in the air.
Oh my God, what a choke slam. Kendrick hits sliced bread number 2.
That's his bread and butter move, and he absolutely nailed it. Oh man, he calls that sliced bread number 2.
There's sliced bread number 2.
Goofy name, but you can't argue with the result. It's devastating.
There's sliced bread number 2.
A devastating super kick. You could take someone's head off with that. A super kick to the face, and this could be the beginning of the end.
There's a teeth-shattering super kick.
It's like he had dynamite in his boots, Michael. Kendrick with a high-impact super kick.
No matter how big you are, that can turn your lights out.
An upside-down head scissors. What a tremendous display of athleticism.
A textbook upside-down head scissors. Not many superstars make that look so good.
And there it is. Upside-down head scissors connects.
The upside-down head scissors. That move puts her in the driver's seat for sure.
Modified swinging neck breaker.
Modified swinging neck breaker. Very, very cool.
And there it is, the back cracker. What an incredible move.
He just got all of that back cracker.
And there it is, the frog splash.
And man, did it pay off. What a huge frog splash.
Wow, what a huge frog splash! The Gory Bomb! He just scored in a big way with that Gory Bomb!
A big-time bulldog by Jericho.
It's the modified bulldog.
He got all of that one-handed bulldog.
Chris Jericho pulls out his trademark bulldog.
Jericho with the code breaker.
Code breaker. Good night.
That's impact and then some. Wham, what a code breaker.
It's Jericho's favorite move, the code breaker.
There's a breathtaking lion salt.
Jericho nails the lion salt. Oh man, what a crushing blow.
The lion salt is momentum at its most dangerous. It's the walls of Jericho.
He's locked on the walls of Jericho.
Y2J has slapped down the walls of Jericho.
That'll turn your spine into a pretzel. Uh-oh, it's the walls of Jericho.
There's a big boot by Palumbo.
That'll break a jaw, Michael.
Planted by the spinning sidewalk slam.
His opponent's on the mat, and they may stay there. Palumbo got all of that spinning sidewalk slam.
All that power was put to good use. Full throttle, he nailed it.
Palumbo's full throttle, executed perfectly.
Talk about a move with bad intentions. He's got the Anaconda Vice locked in, and there may be no escape. There's the Bulldog.
And there aren't a lot of superstars who can shrug off a running knee to the head.
What a beautiful diving crossbody.
Cody Rhodes nails the diving crossbody.
Great move by this athletic young superstar. DDT by Cody Rhodes.
What a textbook DDT.
That'll leave anyone seeing stars. Missile drop kick, oh my.
Missile is right, partner. It hit with incredible force. Cody Rhodes just crushed his opponent.
A big-time power slam.
Cody Rhodes is on a serious roll. That's a ring-shaking power slam.
That move will knock the wind right out of you.
And he got all of it! Textbook execution!
The Celtic Cross. You don't see many superstars get back up from that one.
The Celtic Cross, that signature move that has meant the end of many a superstar. And here it is, the Celtic Cross.
He's going right after that leg. You know what comes next. Hardcore Holly is pure impact, and so is that move.
Alabama Slam, the Alabama Slam.
Hardcore Holly delivers a cringe-worthy Alabama Slam. Look out below. What a power bomb that was.
Clothesline from hell! He just about decapitated his opponent.
Here he goes, the Swanton Bomb.
I swear, every time I see him execute that move, I'm convinced he's going to break his neck.
Ouch, leg lariat, Enziguri.
What a smack by Jimmy Wang Yang.
The leg lariat Enziguri is dangerous. Jimmy Yang nailed his opponent with the leg lariat Enziguri.
Massive head trauma on that leg lariat Enziguri.
What a spinning Enziguri by Jimmy Wang Yang.
His opponent got caught big time. It's a spinning Enziguri.
What a counter. There's a beautiful spinning Enziguri.
Jimmy Wang Yang nails the spinning Enziguri.
What a direct hit, too. Oh, yeah, it's Jimmy Wang Yang's diving moonsault.
It's the diving moonsault with perfect technique.
What a diving moonsault.
Devastating diving moonsault by Jimmy Wang Yang.
He landed directly on his opponent. Yang time. He hit Yang time.
It's time. It's Yang time.
There's Yang time delivered with authority.
Bang. Yang time.
Here it comes. The FU! He just drove his opponent straight into the ground.
Oh, there's Morrison's famed leg drop.
There it is. The breakdance leg drop.
The breakdance leg drop makes a big impact. Corkscrew moonsault by Morrison.
There's a captivating corkscrew moonsault.
That could be all she wrote. Oh my, the corkscrew neck breaker.
That's why John Morrison is one of the best, Cole. Just a devastating corkscrew neck breaker there.
I don't know if they'll be able to get up from that. That corkscrew neck breaker was just vicious. There's a textbook corkscrew body pin.
John Morrison hits the patented corkscrew moonsault.
Love him or hate him, he sure is talented. There's the standing shooting star press.
I think that could do it. Morrison defies gravity with the standing shooting star.
All of his weight crushed his opponent right there.
Perfect rotation on that standing shooting star press.
Ouch, what a landing.
Oh my God! What a choke slam! All the way from hell!
And here she goes with a DDT. And I think that DDT did the trick.
Tremendous DDT from this lovely diva.
And she found it. What a DDT.
This could do it. DDT!
Wow, did you see that?
She slapped the taste out of her opponent's mouth for sure, right there. Oh man, a slap like that doesn't tickle, believe you me.
With your charming personality, I'm sure you felt one or two of those in your day, partner. There's a nasty inverted atomic drop.
You're not kidding, Cole. I felt that one. Lance Cade hits a sick, inverted atomic drop.
It's a legal move, but it sure is nasty. The Cade Bomb, the Cade Bomb.
What a crushing blow by Big Lance Cade. Oh, mama, it's the Cade Bomb.
Talk about a devastating maneuver. What a decapitating lariat.
You said it, Cole. That was wicked. Holy cow. Did you see that lariat from Lance Cade?
It damn near took their head off. The world's strongest slam. Talk about power.
Here it comes. Diving leg drop.
And there it is. A diving leg drop. And that could do it. The twist of fate.
What a twist of fate.
And she got it. That's a huge facebuster right there.
What a facebuster. And I think she got all of it.
What a huge facebuster. And that backbreaker might have done it. That'll take the fight out of you in a hurry.
And what a backbreaker. A deadly signature move to be sure.
She's going for the spear. And I think she's got all of that spear.
And there it is. The Mick kick.
Oh, man. Mick kick. Right to the kisser. That'll mess up your looks. Kenton Bomb. Now that's a move right there.
And there it is.
The Kenton Bomb. What an impact.
Oh my, 450 splash.
Few superstars can pull that off, but it's huge.
Oh my, 450 splash.
Paul London defied gravity right there.
That 450 splash was just incredible. A 450 splash and he'd hit it perfectly. Wow, what a drop salt.
It's a picture-perfect drop salt by Paul London.
There's the drop salt, right on target. What a great mule kick.
Tell that to the superstar with a broken rib. London snaps off a mule kick. Ouch. There's a mule kick.
All that power right to the midsection. Standing shooting star press. Unbelievable.
That's pure athleticism, Michael. Paul London pulls out the standing shooting star.
Standing shooting star. Look at that rotation.
And he got it! RKO!
Wow, what an RKO!
RKO! RKO!
And there it is, the RKO. That could take your head clean off. Drop the dime, 619.
There it is, a huge 619!
Oh man, whatever you do, you can't ever let him get a hold of your leg.
Santino hits his patented neck breaker.
Boy, did he ever, Michael. Reverse swinging neck breaker, out of nowhere. There's the reverse swinging neck breaker.
What an STO by Santino.
His opponent just got planted. A wicked STO. Wow, what an STO.
That'll put just about any superstar in their place.
And there he goes! Sweet chin music!
It's his #1 single, Sweet Chin Music.
Oh, and Shelton crushes him. Jumping complete shot. The Dragon Whip. My God, is that devastating.
That's it. This one's done.
He's got it. Dragon Whip. T-bone suplex. T-bone suplex.
He's looking for the T-bone.
Oh, that's just sick.
T-bone suplex.
And there it is. The big boot connects. The big boot connects, and he might have knocked his opponent out cold.
What a wicked pump handle slam.
What a pump handle slam. Taz
Oh, and he's got it locked in deep.
Taz. And there's the Taz. Tazplex.
That's it. They just got broken in two.
Tazplex. And here's the Tazplex.
Forget it. No one's getting up from that.
It's the Boogie Slam.
That's it. It's over. Boogeyman just wrecked his opponent with the Boogie Slam.
What an intense maneuver. Boogeyman hits the pump handle slam.
Nothing but power on that move. Oh no, a sick pump handle slam.
We might be seeing the beginning of the end. And a move like that will take the fight out of any superstar in a hurry.
And that two-handed choke slam is nothing to sneeze at. That's a move that'll knock you out cold, if you're lucky.
That giant chop of his has destroyed many a superstar. We've seen this before. He calls it the Wizard of Oz. He's going for the reverse swinging neckbreaker.
Check this out. This could be the beginning of the end. Uh-oh, this looks like the Wizard of Oz to me. And he made the most of it with that DDT. Oh man, I know where this is going. And that Dreamer Driver might be all she wrote.
He's going for the Dreamer Driver, and I think he got all of it. It's the Ace of Spades. Incredible impact.
Trevor Murdoch just hit the Ace of Spades.
A huge diving bulldog from Trevor Murdoch.
All his weight down on his opponent's head. Ouch. He's got everything on that diving bulldog.
Oh no, the sit-down spine buster.
Murdoch busts out the sit-down spine buster.
What a devastating maneuver.
And there it is! The pedigree! Pedigree! That's gotta be it!
Pedigree. It doesn't get much bigger than that.
And that could do it. The Samoan Spike has claimed many a victim, and we might be able to add one more to the list here tonight.
He might have crushed his opponent's throat with that Samoan Spike.
The Samoan Spike, and that move can crush your windpipe and leave you completely incapacitated.
The Samoan Spike. This is it. The last ride. Oh man, you could practically feel the impact.
Tombstone Pile Driver. How many superstars have fallen victim to that over the years?
The Tombstone Pile Driver. He's cocking back. Here it comes.
Wow! The power of the punch connects! What a shot!
Look out, oh man!
Oh my God! Here it comes!
Look at this.
Look at this! Could it be?
Oh man, here it comes. Here it comes. Look out.
Look at this. This could be it.
Here we go.
We might be seeing the beginning of the end. Oh my, look at this. Look at this.
She's going for it. She's looking for her finisher.
She's going for it. He's looking to put his opponent away right here. I think he's through playing around. This is it. Here he goes.
He sees his chance. He's going for it. He's going in for the kill.
I think she's going for her signature move.
Oh, man. You'll be seeing stars after this one.
Is this what I think it is?
Here's a flashy little number for the fans. He's about to drop a bomb.
Looks like he's taking his opponent for a ride.
Watch this. This is going to be cool.
We know where this is going.
He looks like he's feeling froggy.
He's going for a high-risk maneuver.
Oh, man. This one's gonna hurt.
It looks like he's got something big in mind. He's stalking his opponent. Here it comes.
He's got that anaconda vice locked in, and his opponent is in serious trouble right now. Looks like he's going for it.
He sure is. The STFU is locked in. He's got his opponent on the ground. Could this be it?
This is it, all right. STFU.
Look at this. He's lifting his opponent by the throat.
Uh-oh. I don't like where this is going.
He's going for the throat. We've seen this before.
She's looking to put the hurt on her opponent here. She's looking to put her opponent away.
Her fans are on their feet. He's looking to finish this off right here.
There's no doubt who's in control of this match. Whoa, Look at this. Oh boy, we know where this is going.
We've seen this before.
She's got a fistful of hair.
She's stalking her opponent.
She's measuring her opponent.
I think he's going for it.
I think we know what he's got in mind here.
Here we go, the most valuable moonsault.
Watch this. Here he goes. Here comes his signature maneuver.
He's trying to finish off his opponent. That's not where you want to be when you're fighting this guy.
He's got his opponent on the ropes. There he goes. His capacity crowd knows what he's about to do.
Figure 4 leg lock. A lot of superstars have been beaten by this one over the years.
He's zeroed in on the leg of his opponent.
And he's going in for the kill. Figure 4, expertly applied. He's tuning up.
His opponent is out of it. He's tuning up the band.
Oh, and Shelton crushes him.
Check, please. This one's over.
They're in trouble. I don't like the look in his eye here, folks.
His opponent is vulnerable, and he's going in for the kill. Look at this, a two-handed choke slam.
Look at this power. He's lifted his opponent right off the mat by the throat. Oh, no. Here comes that giant chop of his.
Uh-oh. We know what this is.
Yeah, head first, straight into the ground. What a DDT.
Oh, no. We've seen this before.
Looks like he's taking his opponent for a ride. Oh, no. You know what's coming next.
It looks like he's decided to finish off his opponent.
He got his opponent down, and I think I know where this is going.
The STF! He's got the STF locked in! It looks like he's going to tie up his opponent in knots!
He's a master of that step-over toe-hold face lock. He knows how to turn up the pain.
No, 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 good Lord, they're going to be set on fire! Good God almighty, they're going right toward the fire! Oh my God, I can't watch! Those flames are just licking at their skin and their flesh! Oh, they're heading right into the flames! They're heading for the flames! He's going to throw him into the fire! Oh, they're fighting right over those hellacious flames! It's like Hades is opened up here! Come on, no, no, no! Somebody stop this! Somebody stop this! They escaped that demonic hellfire! My God, what a match! Good God, I thought it was over there. Oh, I thought he had it. I thought that was going to be it. Oh, my God, they fought out of it. Good God, I can't believe my eyes. Oh, my God, they're on fire. They're on fire. He's on fire. He's on fire. My God, he's been set on fire. The flames have gone out. My God, someone better call the burn trauma center. How do you even begin to describe what we just witnessed? It's so frightening to think that the only way you can win this match is by dragging your opponent into the fire. Oh, those flames are just calling, just begging to be fed human flesh. The flames are building. The intensity, the heat, it's unbearable. The heat it's just inhuman. The gates of hell have opened. The ring has turned into an oven. And the heat increases at least threefold when those flames leap into the air. The ring has a flamethrower's intensity. It's an awe-inspiring sight to see the ring surrounded by these flames. The fiery pace of this match cannot last long. Hell hath no fury like this match. Look how close they are to the flames. Say it isn't so. No! The flames have gone up past the ring rope. Who will be dragged into the fire first? We've just entered the 9th circle of hell. Good Lord, the humanity. No man can withstand this heat. And there's no place to go, nowhere to escape. The only way is to drag your opponent into those flames. It must be nearly 200 degrees where we're sitting.
Way too early to get a 3 count. That wasn't even close to 3. I hope he didn't seriously think he was getting the pin there. You gotta be kidding me! That was nowhere near 3.
That was nowhere near a 3 count. No trouble getting out of that one. He hasn't done nearly enough to get the pin yet. He's got to do more damage before he can get a 3 count.
That was like 2.5. Wow, talk about cutting it close. That was almost 3. He almost got the 3 right there. Oh man, I can't believe that wasn't 3.
Wow, they don't get much closer than that. Kicked out just in the nick of time. Is that it? No, only a 2 count. The referee's hand was coming down for a 3 count. Wow, I thought he had the pin for sure. There's the forearm grind, a painful maneuver. I can only imagine how excruciating that must be. Hanging off the ring apron is not where you want to be, and that's why.
It's a tough position to get out of, and it really gives your opponent a chance to work you over.
This is all about weakening your opponent's spirit and body at the same time.
An old-school forearm.
That twisted expression of pain on his opponent's face tells the whole story. He's got him hanging off of the apron, and he's grinding his forearm right into the facial features of his opponent.
He sure isn't going easy on his opponent. Look at the way he's grinding that forearm right into the face. He's got his opponent right where he wants him, and there's a vicious forearm across the eyes.
His opponent is helpless, and he's going to work with that forearm.
This is a display of physical dominance, pure and simple. It's all about proving to your opponent that they don't have a chance of overpowering you.
This is not where you want to wind up, hanging off the apron, with your opponent in total control.
And a wicked chest slap, nothing like adding a little insult to injury, or injury to injury for that matter. Look at this. We've got some old school brutality right here.
A fierce chest slap. That's got to make you think twice about continuing the match.
Look at this. That's an old school move right there.
A sharp chop to the chest like that can knock the wind right out of you.
He's setting his opponent up.
A vicious chop to the chest. That one echoed off the walls of the arena. He's got his opponent in a very vulnerable position.
What a slap to the chest. That's all about breaking the will of your opponent.
I think that barricade's about to come into play. Uh-oh, I'm not sure I like where this is going.
What an impact. That's a good way to break a rib, or 3. Those WWE fans at ringside are going to be up close and personal for this one.
Look out, folks. Chest first, right onto that security wall.
And that's what you call a sickening impact. I think I heard something crack. Oh boy, someone's going for a ride. Oh man, look out below.
Dropped directly onto the barricade, and I don't think that thin layer of padding did much to soften that impact.
Uh-oh, this isn't good.
Chest first, right onto the security wall. That's going to take some time to recover from, but time is a luxury you don't often have in a match like this. He's got his opponent by the barricade.
Chest first, right onto the security wall. He might have knocked the wind out of his opponent there. Looks like he's planning on using that security barricade for something more than crowd control.
He sure is. Chest first, right into the top of the barricade.
He's got his opponent next to the barricade. What's he up to?
Oh my, he might have just knocked the wind out of his opponent right there. He's got some bad intentions in mind for that security wall. Look at this. He just dropped his opponent chest first onto that thinly padded barricade.
And that's what you've got to do if you want to win this match. You have to use the ringside environment to your advantage.
They're right next to the barricade. What's going to happen next? A sickening impact as flesh and bone meets that unforgiving security barrier. Head first right into the security barricade, and this might be getting a little too close for comfort for these fans.
Hey, if you buy a ringside seat, you gotta expect stuff like that.
Oh my, a brutal slam of the head right into that security barrier.
Head first, right into the barricade.
Would you look at that? A vicious slam of the head into that thinly padded security barrier.
You can feel that impact from here.
What brutality! There's no give whatsoever to that security barrier.
Nope, and let me tell you, that padding doesn't soften the blow much at all.
Did you see that? Head first, right into the barricade.
You gotta make sure your opponent's down and out before you make a break for it. You can't start climbing out of the cage until you know your opponent's not gonna follow. It's tougher to get out of that cage than it looks, trust me. You gotta be crazy or stupid to stay in that cage 1 second longer than you need to.
It's a long climb up the cage, but a quick and painful fall if you're not fast enough. Escape is only 10 feet away, but it's gotta be the longest 10 feet of this superstar's life.
There he goes, straight up the cage. He's making a break for it. Smart thinking. Look at this. He wants to get the heck out of there. You can't blame him for wanting out of that cage. Look at him go, straight up the cage. Look at this. He's making a break for it.
He's heading for the top of the cage. cage. Here we go. He's making his escape. Will his opponent stop him from escaping, or is this one over? There he goes. If he can make it over and out of the cage, this one's over. He wants out of this unforgiving steel cage, and who can blame him? He could do it. He could escape the cage right here. If he didn't make sure his opponent was out, this is going to be a very short climb.
It looks as if he's had enough of this steel cage match.
Whoa! Looks like this cage match is going to keep going. You can't escape if your opponent's able to come after you. That was some bad judgment right there. You got to make sure your opponent is out. You're not going to get out of the cage that way. And that's why you don't make a break for it until your opponent's out. Getting yanked off the cage is not going to help you win a match like this.
Right off the cage and back into the ring. This one's going to continue. That's the price you pay for not making sure your opponent is down. No escape that time. The match continues. Hey, what are you thinking? That's no way to escape the cage.
His opponent was quick, but he was quicker. He's not letting his opponent get away that easy. Looks like he ain't letting his opponent get away that easy.
Looks like his escape plan was a bit premature. His opponent got a little cocky there, and he paid the price. He pulled his opponent down and denied his escape from the cage. His opponent was looking for a quick escape, but he had other ideas. He just forced his opponent back into this match with authority. He wasn't about to let him escape the cage that easily.
And you have no idea how painful it is to have that steel mesh used as a weapon against you.
My God, look at the viciousness, the brutality of this assault.
That's why matches like these are career shorteners. Even the winners don't escape unscathed. That'll mess up your good looks for sure.
Can you imagine the excruciating pain of that steel cage against human flesh and bone? I think this match is setting new standards for brutality.
That's not pretty to look at, but most of the things you got to do to win a match like this aren't.
Oh my, he's grinding the face against the steel cage.
He's out for blood, and he's going to do whatever it takes to get it.
Look at this. This is exactly what makes a match like this so dangerous. And a brutal slam of the head into that unforgiving steel cage. These superstars will stop at absolutely nothing to pick up the win here tonight. There sure isn't. A slam of the head directly into the steel mesh of the cage.
Oh man, right into the cage. You're not going to get any mercy from that cage. Oh man, that cage is going to leave a mark. And that's what makes these cage matches so dangerous right there. If you let your opponent use the cage against you, you might as well throw in the towel. You've got to take every opportunity to beat down your opponent in a cage match. Now that's a smart move. You're in a steel cage, use the cage itself as a weapon. You got to use every weapon you've got in a cage match, even the cage itself. Unless you're planning on busting through the cage, that ain't the way to win this match. No one who steps into a steel cage comes out the same, and that's why.
Straight into the wall of this unforgiving steel cage. The cage itself can be a weapon in this match, as we've just seen. Not only is that cage keeping them in the ring, it's also a deadly weapon. And that's exactly why you can't take a cage match lightly. This steel cage is as big a threat as any superstar. This is exactly what makes a steel cage match so dangerous. Oh my God, what an impact! Right off the cage wall! Oh my God, the viciousness, the brutality of this cage match is staggering! You're going to have a hard time escaping the cage if you keep getting smashed into it. Oh man, talk about giving your opponent another reason to want to get out of that cage.
I bet his opponent's thinking twice about getting in that cage now.
And it's a flurry of closed fist punches in that turnbuckle. And you've got to think that these are going to take their toll here in this matchup. Look at this, shot after shot being dished out here in the turnbuckle. There's nowhere to go once you're backed into that turnbuckle.
And in a situation like that, you can't even defend yourself. You've just got to try and gut it out. Oh man, this isn't going to be pretty. Oh boy, this won't improve your odds of winning.
You can say that again. A vicious series of blows there in the corner of the ring.
He's got his opponent in the turnbuckle, and here comes the punches.
He's got his opponent right where he wants him, and here come the fists. He's got his opponent trapped in the turnbuckle, and here come the knuckle sandwiches.
Look at this. He's pummeling his opponent in the turnbuckle with those closed fist shots. My God, head first, right into the exposed steel of the turnbuckle.
That's going to leave a mark for sure.
Head first, right into the turnbuckle. The exposed steel of that uncovered turnbuckle certainly won't do you any favors.
Wham! Right into the exposed steel of that turnbuckle.
And he's putting a lot of force behind it. What an impact. Look at this. Head first, right into the exposed steel of that uncovered turnbuckle.
And he is not letting up. This is brutal. Even when it's got a cover on it, the turnbuckle is not something you want to be driven into head first.
And this one doesn't even have a cover. The steel of that turnbuckle is completely exposed. And you can only imagine the kind of damage that steel turnbuckle must be inflicting with each smash.
We know where this is going. Arm, meet ring post.
Look at this. A violent wrenching of the arm right into the ring post. And look at this. A debilitating arm wrench using that ring post as a weapon.
And there's no give to that ring post either. That's solid steel right there. That arm won't be good for much after smashing into the ring post like that.
If that arm's being targeted the way I think it is, this could be the beginning of the end. He's got the arm, and this is not going to be pretty.
Right into the ring post. I love it.
He's got his opponent by the arm.
Right into the ring post. That's how you pick apart an opponent. He's got that arm, and this is going to hurt.
He just slammed his opponent's arm into the ring post. That's a solid steel beam right there.
Looks like he's going to work over that arm.
He's going to work on the arm of his opponent, and he's using the ring post to do it.
Oh, man, he's going right after that arm.
Oh, my. You talk about a sickening impact.
Whoa, looks like someone's done fooling around here.
What a vicious attack. There are some things that should just be completely off limits as far as I'm concerned, and that's one of them. My God, what a sadistic maneuver. That's the move that will take the fight out of you in a hurry.
Oh, man, I can't watch this.
What a disgusting attack. I don't care how personal this is or how seriously you take the match. There's no call for something like that. Would you look at that? I can't believe he just rammed that pole between his opponent's legs like that. Oh my, I think it's safe to say that is just about the last move any superstar wants to get hit by. Oh no, don't do it! Not the ring post!
Uh-oh, don't try this at home, kids. That's just about the last thing you want to see in a match.
Oh no, I don't think I like where this is going.
I don't care how tough you are. That's a move that'll take the fight out of any man. Oh man, it looks like he pulled his opponent's groinal area right into that ring post there.
A stomp to the chest and it's out of the ring. This isn't going to be pretty.
Did you see that knee bounce off the ring post? That's the way to pick apart your opponent's vertical base.
Uh-oh, where's this going?
It's going outside of the ring and right into the ring post. That knee might be seriously injured.
If this is going where I think it's going, this could be the beginning of the end. Oh my, this doesn't look good.
The stomping's bad enough, but I get the feeling this will get worse before it gets better.
You're not wrong. A vicious slam of the knee into the ring post. And I don't care how tough you are. Your joints are always vulnerable to brutal attacks like that.
Watch the way he picks apart his opponent's leg here.
You called it. That knee bounced right off the ring post, and the ring post didn't budge an inch.
He put the boots to his opponent, but he's not done yet.
You called it. He bounced that knee off the ring post with authority. He's setting his opponent up for something.
And there it is. He smashed the knee right into the ring post, and that's going to cause some serious damage right there.
I think I know where this is going.
He just smashed the knee right into the ring post, and that's going to take a heavy toll on his opponent's ability to continue this match. No, don't tell me he's going to do what I think he's going to do.
I think he's got some bad intentions here involving the ring post and his opponent's knee.
And that ring post is solid steel. There's no give to it whatsoever. He could have inflicted some serious damage right there.
He's using that ring post to attack his opponent's knee, and that's great strategy, picking apart your opponent a piece at a time. Time for another superstar to join the match. Another superstar is going to get in on the action. Time's up. Another superstar's coming in. Welcome to the party, pal. The more, the merrier. Here comes another superstar, just to keep things interesting. It's about time he got in on this one.
Another superstar has entered the match. Here comes another superstar. Another superstar is about to join the match. And we've got another superstar entering the match. Here comes another competitor. Time to add another superstar to the mix.
Here comes another one. Look at him. He can't wait to get it on. Here he comes. I hope he's ready for this. Look at the intensity. He's ready to start busting some heads.
Here's the moment he's been waiting for. He's in the match. Here he comes. What's this going to do to the match? He's been waiting for his chance to enter, and here it is. A fresh superstar has just entered the match. A huge advantage for the newcomer. Look at this, a blatant choke.
That ring rope's crushing the throat, cutting out the flow of blood and oxygen. Nothing cuts off your air quicker than a rope across the throat.
And now a vicious choke, using the ring rope to cut off the supply of oxygen. There's no question that it's hard to fight back if you can't even breathe.
Nothing fancy about this, just a straight-up choke using that middle rope. Choking an opponent with the ropes can take the fight out of him quick.
You've got to think that it sends a message as well. I will do whatever it takes to beat you.
He's choking his opponent with the ring rope.
He's got his opponent's throat right across the second rope.
And he's putting all of his weight behind this choke.
This is about as brutal as it gets, folks. This is a superstar who will stop at nothing to destroy his opponent.
That's one of those moves that hurts just looking at it.
That's just about the last position you want to find yourself in.
And I don't care how tough you are, that hurts like the devil. Nothing will take the fight out of a superstar quicker than a move like this.
It hurts just watching it. I can't imagine how excruciating this must be. And that is just about the last place you want a ring rope.
Here's a move that'll leave you singing soprano afterwards. Uh-oh. I think every guy watching this has an idea of how painful this has got to be. Oh boy, someone's voice just went up a couple of octaves right there.
He's using that ring rope in ways that it was never intended to be used. Oh no, not the ring rope. Come on, ref, get in there.
There aren't many things more painful than getting your face ground like that. And that's a move that can temporarily blind your opponent right there. Getting your face ground into that rope is even more painful than it looks.
I'm sure it is. Those ropes are made of steel cable with only a very thin covering over them.
Oh man, ring rope, right across the face.
And we call them ropes, but they're mostly steel cables. The pain has got to be excruciating. What a vicious move, grinding your opponent's face into that ring rope.
And that is a great way to put a big hurt on your opponent. There aren't many things more painful than getting your face ground into the rope. Look at this, grinding the face right along that ring rope.
And those ropes are made of thick steel cable. I can only imagine how painful that must be.
He's using the ring rope itself as a weapon. My God, head first, directly into those unforgiving steel steps. And those steps are made of solid steel. There's no give to them whatsoever. Look at this, using the steel ring steps as a weapon.
And that's a great way to take the fight right out of your opponent in a hurry. There aren't too many things that'll mess you up worse than getting those steel steps right in the kisser.
There certainly aren't, and you're going to need a few seconds to clear your head after something like that, if you can get them.
I've seen guys knocked flat out with that. If you can keep going after that, you're one tough SOB. Head first, right into the steps. Did you hear that?
I don't think there's a single person in the arena who didn't.
He's using those steel ring steps as a weapon. He's driven his opponent's face directly into those steel ring steps. Look at this, the sheer brutality, driving his opponent face first into those ring steps. What a vicious maneuver, sending his opponent head first into the ring steps.
He's not going to win any sportsmanship awards for that, but he inflicted some serious damage against his opponents right there.
Oh, come on now, put the damn monitor down. Oh, come on now, put the damn monitor down.
Mr. McMahon must spend a fortune replacing these monitors. Oh boy, I think we can kiss another announce table goodbye.
I'd hate to be the one who gets stuck with the bill for these things.
Oh, for the love of... They're tearing apart the announce table.
They're welcome to it. I'm not getting in the middle of this.
This looks like the beginning of the end for the announce table.
It sure does, partner. There go the monitors. Hey, cut that out. That equipment's expensive.
You might want to let him do what he wants. You're not exactly the most intimidating guy in the world. I think we're about to find out how sturdy these tables really are. And my guess is, not very.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on what's left of the announce table remaining in one piece for much longer. Here we go again. I think this announce table's days are numbered.
Days? Try minutes.
Oh no, not another announce table. How many of these have we lost over the years?
I lost count a long time ago. I hope Mr. McMahon gets a bulk deal on these things. Well, looks like that's it for the old announce table.
We might be standing for the rest of the match, partner.
It looks like we're about to lose another announce table.
Yep, there goes the monitors. I wonder if that's going to come out of his check. If the action gets any closer, we're going to wind up in this match.
Here we go. I don't think that announce table's long for this world.
Yep, I think these superstars have some ideas for that table that don't involve broadcasting. Uh-oh, get ready to move. I don't think you're going to want to stick around for what comes next.
If they're going to do what I think they're going to do, I think you're right.
Face first right into the announce table, and that's going to take its toll, believe me.
Whoa, getting your head slammed into the table once is bad, but this is too much. Look at this, head first into the table, over and over again. Talk about up close and personal, we're getting a great view of the action here.
I'd just as soon watch from a distance if that's all the same to you. This is a little too close for comfort. And now the repeated slams of the head straight into the announce table.
Man, a vicious series of head slams straight into our announce table.
That will leave your head ringing long after the match is over.
Head first, right into the table. This is getting a little too close for comfort.
Head first right into the announce table.
And now a blatant choke with the monitor cord. This is getting nasty.
My God, he's slamming his opponent's face right into the table. I can feel the impact from here. He's doing a number on his opponent. What a vicious assault, slamming his opponent's head directly into the announce table.
Looks like he's introducing his opponent's face to the announce table.
I think he's trying to crack his opponent's head open on the announce table. And here we go with the first two competitors in the Royal Rumble. And the Royal Rumble is underway. You got to throw your opponent over the top rope, and both feet have to touch the ground. There's the bell, and here we go with the Royal Rumble. All the competitors are in the ring, and here we go with the Battle Royal. It's time for the Battle Royal. All the contestants are in the ring, and here we go. Here we go with the Battle Royal. And in this type of matchup, it's imperative to hone that ring sense. You have to know where all your opponents will be at all times. And here we go with this 3-on-3 tag team matchup. The wait's over. It's time for our 6-man tag team match, and the first team to score the pinfall or submission leaves the winner. These competitors will start it off for their respective trios in this 6-man single fall tag team match. And this matchup will not be for the faint of heart. There are no rules. This will be bloody. This is your ECW Extreme Rules match. And these superstars are about to take it to the extreme in this one fall matchup. And here we go. No rules, no boundaries. It's win by any means necessary, and these men are ready. There's the bell, and these 4 men are going to put each other through hell. A sledgehammer is as legal as a wrist lock in this one. Here we go in this fatal 4-way matchup, and the ref's only here for one reason, to count a pinfall or stop the match due to a submission. There's the bell, and we're officially underway in what could be one of the most gruesome matches in WWE history. Here we go in this tag team match, but let's face it, it's Extreme Rules. This is less of a match and more of an all-out war. This is it. It's Extreme Rules. It's 2-on-2. But other than that, anything can happen and will happen in this contest. And you can be damn certain somebody will be leaving on a stretcher. There's the bell, and we're underway in the CCW Extreme Rules Tornado Tag Match. This will not be for the faint of heart. Here we go in this Anything Goes match. Every man for himself, triple threat match. And we're officially underway in the CCW Extreme Rules Triple Threat match. There's the bell, and technical skills have no business here in Extreme Rules matches. There will be tables, there will be ladders, and there's a good chance that all 3 of these men could shed blood. And the first 2 competitors are ready here in the Devil's Playground. This is the most vile, demonic structure ever created in the WWE. And there's the bell, signifying the start of this Elimination Chamber matchup. The first 2 competitors are in the ring and ready to beat the hell out of each other. And there's the bell. 2 competitors start. The others will join at fixed intervals, and the winner is the last man standing. Well, it's bad enough to be in this demonic device, but with everyone fighting at once, it's almost like being in a prison riot. And there's the bell, and this hellish match is underway. And there will be no luck of the draw advantage in this Elimination Chamber match. The carnage will start fast and most certainly end in bloodshed. Here we go in this Elimination Tag match. In order to win, you must defeat not one, but both of your opponents by pinfall or submission. Here we go in this 4-person elimination matchup, and this match will continue until one team is completely eliminated. Traditional Survivor Series rules apply, 2 people per team. Once you're eliminated, you head back to the locker room, and the final man or final team left standing will win this matchup and all the bragging rights. You want to talk about combustible elements? Look no further than this match. A tag team, elimination, tornado, table match. All 4 competitors are ready to go in this tornado elimination table match. In order to win, both members of a team have to be put through the tables. How crazy is this? An elimination table tornado tag match. Somebody's going to be seriously injured. There's the bell, and this elimination tornado tag match is underway. And here we go with our elimination tornado tag match. All 4 competitors are in the ring, and all 4 are legal. And in this first blood match, it's not going to be a nosebleed or a busted lip to stop this one. You're going to have to give your opponent that proverbial crimson mask. And the referee's going to be watching both competitors closely. By the time this one's over, one of these competitors will need stitches. And remember, the first man here to bleed loses. This match won't be stopped by some trickle of blood. No, someone in this match is going to be busted open. This match can only be stopped by the referee or an EMT. It stops when one man draws first blood on his opponent. And here we go in this no-holds-barred, one fall to a finish, falls count anywhere match. The first superstar to get the 3 count anywhere, and I mean anywhere, will be your winner. And here we go in this anything goes falls count anywhere match. Here we go in this falls count anywhere fatal 4-way matchup. The bell is sounded, and the only way it will ring again is when one of these 4 competitors beats another by pinfall or submission. And this one's going to be a falls count anywhere 4-way dance. Here we go in this tag match, and there's nothing the ref can do but be window dressing. There can be no countout, and there can be no disqualifications. As these 2 teams square off, all 4 competitors will be legal at all times. Falls count anywhere. This isn't going to be a match. It's going to be a war. There's the bell in this falls count anywhere triple threat match. Here we go as these 3 competitors get it on in this falls count anywhere no holds barred match. And this one could be sick. This could be absolutely violent as these 3 competitors go to war. It's ghastly, grotesque, and I wouldn't be surprised if either man were unable to walk out of here on their own merit. And here we go in this demonic structure. And in a Hell in a Cell match, you can toss that wrestling book right out the window. It's about pure brutality. The cell needs not wait any longer to claim its next victim. People will bleed, people will get injured, but this one will not be for the faint of heart. These 4 competitors have entered the devilish Hell in a Cell, but only one will leave with their soul. This tag team matchup will occur in the evil Hell in a Cell. There's no escape, no rules, and no mercy. And there's the bell. And this will be no congeniality contest. These 2 teams are out to make a sacrifice to this devilish structure, the Hell in a Cell. And no matter how many times we've seen a Hell in a Cell matchup, we've always witnessed some vile act that's never been seen before. And as these 3 competitors begin to do battle, they have to believe that years will be shaved off their life on the unforgiving steel of the Hell in a Cell. There's no rules. Destruction and brutality rule the roost in this contest. And here we go in this Inferno match, where, by God, one of these 2 men will be set on fire. The flames are lit, and the competitors are as mentally prepared as they're gonna be for this Inferno match. And this one will not be pretty. These men will fight for their life as they attempt to drag their opponent into that hellfire. Just think about this before you go to bed, kiddies. One of these 2 men will leave here with severe burns before the night is over. And the damn bell doesn't ring to start this match. It tolls. It tolls to let the world know that one of these men will be engulfed in flames. For 1 hour, for 60 minutes, these men will battle it out until there's nothing left. This one is one with conditioning and fortitude. Here we go with one of the most exciting matches in sports entertainment. No pinfalls or submissions. The only way to win is to grab the title off the top of the ladder. Here we go, and that title hangs high above the ring like a noose, just waiting for another superstar to fall beneath it. These four competitors are about to sacrifice life and limb to reach that title that must be 20 feet above the ring. And the ladder match is underway. These four men will attempt to scramble up the rungs of one of these ladders to reach that title dangling high above the ring. These two teams are ready to go. There's the bell, and here we go with this tornado tag ladder match. And the wait's over. This triple threat ladder match should be everything we hoped it to be. And there it is. The triple threat ladder match is underway. There's the bell, and we won't hear it again until one of these competitors is physically unable to continue. And the last man standing match is underway. To win this contest, your opponent must be unable to get up for a 10 count. Here we go with tonight's last man standing match, and this one's going to be a physically brutal battle, as brutal as they come. These six competitors are all ready, all fired up to climb that ladder and earn a title shot at a title of their choosing. The Money in the Bank dangles 20 feet above the ring, and all six of these competitors will sacrifice life and limb to get it. Here we go. The Money in the Bank is 20 feet away, and all you have to do is get through 5 other superstars to get it. There's the bell, and here we go. The first competitor to pin or make their opponent tap will win this match. This is it. These two superstars will test each other's will to determine who the best competitor is here tonight. The entrances are over. The announcements have been made, and the bell is rung. The only thing that remains is to find out which one of these four superstars is the best. Here we go, and there's no letting up in a fatal four-way. The minute you let up is the minute you get blindsided and pinned. The bell is rung, and with these four athletes, we're in for a classic competition. There's the bell, and it won't sound again until one of these superstars taps out. And this one should be a wrestling clinic. No pinfalls here. You can only win by submission. The bell is rung, and it's time for the submission match. Here we go with what should be a classic triple threat match. And this one-fall triple threat match is underway. The first competitor's score by pinfall or submission is declared the winner. Here we go. And even though it's every man for himself in a triple threat match, you have to be prepared to face a double team assault. And the odds aren't in their favor. It'll take a massive amount of intestinal fortitude to win this match. There's the bell, and I must say, I don't like their chances. And here we go with a handicap match. There's the bell, and this should be a great handicap matchup. And you want to talk about anything goes, this one's not going to have a lot of catch-as-catch-can wrestling. And here we go in this parking lot brawl. I'm not sure what the rules are other than to simply survive. And this one's extremely dangerous. And this one's not going to be scientific. These competitors are just going to beat the hell out of each other. Here we go, and there's nowhere to run once locked inside this hellacious structure. This one won't be for the faint of heart. It's you, your opponent, and a steel monster. Get comfortable, folks. This one is going to be incredible. The match is officially underway, and these four competitors have to know that the risks of serious injury are only amplified when you compete in a steel cage. There's the bell, and the first person to gain a pinfall submission or escape the steel cage will earn the victory. And here we go in this steel cage tornado tag match. A steel cage match is deadly enough, but mixing in the combustible ingredient of a tag match and the chance of injury increases tenfold. There's the bell, and we're underway in this tag team steel cage match. And while there are four competitors, the most dangerous element is the cold steel surrounding the ring. Wow, and are you ready for this one? A steel cage triple threat match. This one's going to be as intense as they come. Here we go, and these three will put each other through hell in this vicious steel cage match. We're underway, and these three are going to dance inside this unforgiving steel cage. The one who's most cruel, most barbaric, will win in there. And this table match is underway. Remember, in order for a competitor to win, they have to put their opponent through a table. And we've got a table set for two. The only question, which one of these superstars is going through it? The wait is over. It's finally time for this one-on-one contest where the only way to win is by putting your opponent through a table. There's the bell, and we have nothing to do but sit back and watch the destruction as these four competitors attempt to put each other through a table. Here we go. And in this one, it's all legal. The only stipulation, put one of your three opponents through a table. This fatal four-way match is officially underway, and before it's all over, somebody's going through a table. And we're off as these two teams attempt to destroy each other in this anything-goes table match. And this tornado table match is an elimination style. Once a member of the team goes through a table, the match is over. There's the bell, and this tag team matchup should be bombastic as these four attempt to put somebody through a table. And this one's got all the markings of an incredible match as these three competitors set out to put somebody through a table. This is a table triple threat match. The first person to put one of their two opponents through a table is declared the victor. And this one's going to be physical. This one's going to be intense. These three competitors are out to break their opponents in two by putting them through a table. Here we go in what should be an incredible tag team matchup between these four incredible superstars. And this one's going to be tag team warfare. The team that gets the first pinfall or submission will be declared the winner tonight. We're off, and this tag team match is so volatile, it could explode into an all-out riot. Here we go, and all four of these competitors are looking to make a statement tonight in the tag team division. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got a feeling this one's going to blow the roof off this place. What an incredible tag team match this is going to be. And if history's any indication, this TLC match should be nothing short of extraordinary. Set your DVRs, you won't want to miss a minute of this match. You want to talk about no holds barred? Tables, ladders, and chairs. They're all not only legal, they're encouraged in a TLC match. What an amazing TLC match this one's going to be. These competitors are out to deliver crippling damage with any and every object they can find. This is a TLC matchup. Getting smacked by chairs, driven through tables, and falling from 12-foot ladders. All of those scenarios can actually happen here tonight. The only way to up the ante in a TLC match is to make it a fatal four-way, and these competitors are ready to go. Four superstars, tables, ladders, chairs. There will be pain and punishment here tonight. Nobody in this capacity crowd will be in their chair during this one. These four competitors are going to beat the hell out of each other with tables, ladders, and chairs. Few matches are as deadly as the TLC match, but with these two teams in the mix, I think we just up the risk. And this is a TLC tag team match. There are no disqualifications. It's all legal, and in fact, the weapons won't be difficult to find. Here we go, and in this TLC matchup, it's going to put these two teams' toughness and resilience to test. This one's going to be a triple threat TLC match, and the TLC matches are brutal. They're intense, and they're known as career killers. We're underway, and I got a feeling this one could very well be a career-defining match for these three superstars as they start off here in this TLC matchup. And this triple threat TLC match has started. It's hard to predict what we're going to see here, but we're going to try our best to call it. Here we go, and this is going to be physically grueling for these two teams, for these four combatants in this tornado-style tag team match. Tags aren't necessary in this tag team matchup. Anybody can go for a pinfall or submission at any time. This one's just a little more than organized chaos. Here we go in this tornado tag match, and that means all four competitors are legal at all times. This is a tornado-style tag team matchup. Like a tornado, this one's going to be fast and furious. A picture-perfect backbreaker right there. Well, that'll send you to the chiropractor. A simple move that sets up bigger things.
Sometimes the simplest moves work best.
There's nothing flashy, but it's most certainly effective. Good, solid wrestling maneuver. A basic but efficient maneuver. There's a fundamental move. A powerful belly-to-belly suplex. And there's the belly-to-belly suplex. A belly-to-belly suplex. A flawless belly-to-belly suplex. The big boot, what a sickening impact. Straight kick right to the head, nothing fancy about that. Face first, that's just nasty. Bulldog driving the opponent face first to the floor. It can rearrange your facial features, that's for sure. Choke slam. Oh, what a devastating choke slam. What an incredible choke slam. That could have done some serious damage. Oh my, just bursting those capillaries in his chest. What a knife-edge chop. What a striking chop, jarring the opponent's chest. Oh, you can see the pain in their eyes from that vicious chop. Oh, what a clothesline. There's the clothesline. Oh, the lariat knocks their opponents down. What a decapitating lariat. Dear Lord, those lariats can do so much damage. And there's a stiff clothesline. What an impressive combination of moves. What a combination. You just don't know what's coming next. Oh my, what a flurry of kicks. Not just one kick there, but a combination of blows. And there are those educated feet. Good Lord, what a series of strikes. Never ever underestimate the sheer force behind this superstar's punches. A high cross body. Two bodies collide and the opponent goes down hard. Oh my, what an incredible impact from that cross body.
What a textbook DDT. Here it comes, DDT.
No telling what impact that might have had on the neck and spine. A vicious DDT, sending a shockwave up the opponent's head and neck. DDT, DDT, good Lord, what impact. And there's the DDT. A thunderous DDT. And there's the drop kick. Look at the elevation, what an incredible drop kick. Oh man, a huge jaw-jacking drop kick. Oh my, what a double team move. And they just crushed their opponent. Good Lord, what impact from the double team. Oh, good God, what are they doing here? And there's the double team. Good teamwork there.
Oh, man, what a crushing blow.
A stiff shot with the elbow. A striking elbow staggering the opponent. What a nasty elbow. And there's the elbow. Just driving the point of the elbow into the opponent. A sharp elbow drop. Oh, what an elbow drop. And a heap of impact delivered with that elbow drop. A vicious elbow drop delivered with a lot of force. That's just pure humiliation. The opponent will be blushing for a long time after this. Moves like that make you see red so you can't focus.
Oh, what a kick to the head.
Enziguri. Oh my God, an Enziguri, a head kick. Enziguri, what a shot to the head. What an impact from the face buster. And there's the face buster. What a crushing face buster. Face buster, face buster. A flying forearm sending the opponent crashing to the ground. Oh my word, what a nasty headbutt. Oh my, the force behind that headbutt was incredible. Nails the head scissor. And the head scissor's locked in. And there's the head scissor. And it's a risky maneuver, but the risk pays off. What courage. There's the high-risk move.
That high-risk move seemed to be worth the risk.
Sometimes high risk reaps high reward. Keep your eye on this one.
Here he comes!
He's going for it all. He hits the high-risk move. Hurricane Rana, Hurricane Rana. And there's the Hurricane Rana. What a Hurricane Rana. And what a hard knockdown, big-time impact. What incredible impact. Did you hear that? What impact? And can you believe that impact?
That's a difference maker, plain and simple.
That's impact and then some. Did you see that? What an impact. Talk about a move with bad intentions. Talk about a devastating maneuver. Oh, that's just sick. Oh, how the heck do you get up from that? Oh, that might be it right there. There's the inverted Russian leg sweep. A sick inverted suplex. And there's the inverted suplex. Beautiful inverted suplex.
I hope someone knows a good dentist. That'll break a jaw, Michael.
A tough jawbreaker there. Oh, there's the jawbreaker. That'll send you to the dentist. A swift kick to the opponent. And that's a stiff kick.
Talk about educated feet.
What a kick that was. What a fierce kick. The kick connects. What an impact from the knee. Oh, and the knee connects. Driving the knee into the opponent. What a vicious shot with the knee. What height on that leg drop. What fantastic extension on that leg drop. And there's the leg drop. What a crushing leg drop. Oh, the low blow. That one looked a little south of the border. Like it or not, that was effective. That'll make you see cross-eyed. What a stunning moonsault. And there's the picture-perfect moonsault. A sick neck breaker. What a devastating neck breaker. And the neck breaker connects. Devastating. Just a devastating neck breaker. What a wicked neck breaker. Pile driver. Good Lord, what impact. Man, a crippling pile driver. Good Lord, what a power bomb. What force, what an explosive power bomb. There's a sick power bomb. A brutal power bomb.
Nothing but power on that move.
All that power was put to good use.
That's it. It's over.
Just look at the strength on display in this move. Oh, good night. That'll get you some attention. Such power and aggression behind that move. Big time strength there. That was just unadulterated power. That'll leave a mark. A vicious blow to the opponent. And that punch lands hard. Oh, the punch connects. And a jaw-jacking punch. And the knuckles connect. Is there anything nastier than that move? By any means necessary. Come on, what a dirty move. Give me a break, there's no need for that. Oh, what an underhanded move. Perfect Russian leg sweep. And there's the Russian leg sweep. Oh my, what a Samoan drop. What impact from the Samoan drop. There's a big-time Samoan drop. The senton connects. Ah, beautiful. What a senton. That's definitely a tide turner.
We may have a knockout on our hands.
You can see the pain shoot through this superstar's body off that slam. Ah, what a sidewalk slam. And there's a forceful sidewalk slam. The sidewalk slam, what power.
Hello, internal injuries. Goodbye, lunch.
That move will knock the wind right out of you. Talk about planning your opponent. Oh, my word, what a slam. Ah, good Lord, what force, what crippling force off that slam. And the sound of human flesh on the ground echoes around the arena. What a sickening thud as his opponent crashed to the mat.
Oh, man, a slap like that doesn't tickle. Believe you me. Oh, man, look out.
Spear, spear. What a vicious spear. Ah, what a spine buster. Spine buster, that'll take its toll. What a spine buster. Into the spine buster, oh. Oh my, what a splash.
Here comes the body splash.
That'll knock the air right out of you.
Wow, what an STO.
What an STO. That'll do some damage. A vicious stomp. There's a teeth-shattering super kick. Watch out, and there's the super kick. A textbook suplex. What an incredible suplex. Just a fantastic suplex. Dear Lord, what a suplex. There's the suplex. Oh my, an explosive suplex. What force behind that tackle? That'll rattle your organs. Man, that must have felt like running into a wall. And there's the tackle. What a thud as these two collide. What a tackle, knocking the opponent down. Oh, what a vicious jab with the right. Oh, the hand connects with the throat. Ouch, what a landing. What impact delivered from that toss. What physicality. What strength. What a display of power. There's the uppercut. A stiff uppercut. The uppercut connects.
There's the cover. Here's the pin. He's going for the pin. He's going for the cover. He could get the pin right here.
He's going for the pin. He's got him covered. He wasted no time going for that pin.
This could be 3 right here.
He could pin his opponent right here. He's going for the pin. This could be it. There's the pin. Can his opponent kick out? He may get the 3 count right here. There's the cover. Can he do it?
You gotta be kidding me. A count out? That's how this is gonna end?
Well, it looks that way, partner. What else could the referee do? Rules are rules.
Yeah, but for a match like this, you should be able to bend the rules a little. What a letdown.
And I guess that's it. The referee's decision is final. The match ends in a count out.
What? You gotta be kidding me. Someone's gonna come out here and restart this thing, right?
It doesn't look that way, partner. I think that's all she wrote. I don't think these fans are too pleased with the way this one ended.
I agree with them. That's a cheap way to end a match, and it doesn't prove anything.
You might be right, but what can you do? The referee's decision has been made.
I can't believe this one ended in a countout. Talk about a ripoff.
It seems like these fans agree with you. I don't think anyone's happy about it.
There better be a rematch, or we might have a riot on our hands here. A countout? You gotta be kidding me. When's the last time you saw a match end like that?
It's been a while, but that is a legitimate way to beat your opponent.
I wouldn't say that. It might get you the win, but it doesn't prove a thing in my book.
What a battle! And there's no doubt in anyone's mind who won that one.
Yeah, when you're still standing and your opponent can't, it's pretty clear who the winner is.
It sure is. If you want to see a physically dominating superstar, look no further.
Man, I wasn't expecting them to be gentle with each other, but the glove sure came off in that one.
You're not kidding, partner. I can't remember the last time I've seen that much brutality in a match.
Man, he just knocked his opponent out cold right there. I love it.
It certainly doesn't leave any room for argument about who the dominant superstar was in this match.
It sure doesn't, and I hope they have a rematch so he can prove it again.
What a match! These superstars brutalized each other until one of them was unable to stand.
And I can't think of a better way to prove that you're the tougher superstar.
No argument there. If your opponent can't continue the match, it's pretty obvious who won.
You gotta be kidding me. That's it? It's over?
These fans aren't happy about the way this one ended at all.
I don't blame him, Cole. I ain't happy about it either.
Neither am I. That kind of finish leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
There were a lot of ways I thought this one could go, but I never thought it would end like this.
I hate to see this match end like this. I was really looking forward to it.
Me too. Ever since the match was made, I've been wondering who'd win it.
Well, unless we get a rematch, I guess we'll never know the answer to that one.
Wait, that's it? The ref's just gonna let it end like that?
What choice does the referee have? Rules are rules.
Yeah, but this isn't right. This is a total letdown for everyone, including these superstars. Well, that's the 3 count. That's all she wrote. I'm kind of surprised he got that pin. I thought his opponent was going to kick out for sure.
Well, there's no doubt that he did a great job of wearing down his opponent, and that's the name of the game.
It sure is. If you let yourself get beat down to the point where you can't kick out, you've got no one to blame but yourself.
That was a decisive victory for him. The future's looking bright for that man right there.
Whenever you can pin your opponent's shoulders to the mat for the 3 count, you're sending a message.
And not just to your opponent, but to the entire locker room as well.
He might have gotten the pinfall, but I'd be real surprised if we didn't see a rematch after that one.
I'm with you, partner, and I think these fans are too.
I hope so, because when the fans speak, the WWE listens.
I don't think there's any question in anyone's mind who won that match.
There shouldn't be. If you pin your opponent and the ref counts 3, that's it.
And that may be it for the match, but I hope it's not the last time we see these superstars in the ring together. It looks like there just wasn't enough left in the tank to kick out of the pin.
That's a tough loss, but if you don't have what it takes, you don't have what it takes.
I don't know if it's a matter of not having what it takes. Sometimes it's just not your night.
That was a hard-fought battle, but in the end, only one superstar could pick up the win.
And you can't say he didn't earn it. He got the 3 count, and that's all that matters.
I can't argue with that. The referee counted the pin and called for the bell. You can't ask for a more decisive victory than that.
That was one heck of a match. I wouldn't have minded seeing them go at it a little longer, neither.
Neither would I, but the referee counted the pinfall, and that's that.
Yeah, I know, but I hope we get to see these superstars go at it again soon.
What a match! And I don't think that pinfall left any doubt in anyone's mind who the better superstar was tonight.
Yeah, he was the better man tonight. But if I could give him a piece of advice, I'd tell him not to get cocky.
That might be easier said than done. It's hard not to feel good about yourself after a win like that.
Wow, I gotta say, I'm stunned. That's not how I thought this match was going to go down.
Well, that's what happens when you pick apart your opponent and lock in that submission, partner.
Oh, is that how it works? Thanks for breaking it down for me. I had no idea.
I don't think the end of that match left any doubt in anyone's mind who dominated who.
Yeah, making your opponent quit the match is a seriously powerful statement.
And it's a seriously powerful superstar who can make an opponent do just that.
Man, you hate to lose a match by tapping out. You might as well say, I quit, to the whole world.
Well, in a situation like that, you either tap out or risk hurting yourself badly.
Yeah, but tapping out can hurt your pride and reputation pretty bad, too. It's a tough situation all around. There you have it. Victory by submission. I got to take my hat off to him.
And it all came down to that expertly applied submission. That took all the fight out of his opponent.
Yeah, but when you're hurt so bad that you'll tap out, you probably don't have much left in the tank anyway.
An incredible victory by submission. What an amazing end to an amazing match.
That's the best way to win a match, in my opinion. There's nothing more decisive than making your opponent tap out.
Well, it certainly removes any doubt about who the superior superstar is, that's for sure. You don't get much more impressive than that. A victory by submission.
If you pin someone, it means they couldn't continue the match. But if you make them tap out, it means they didn't want to continue. Big difference.
I can't blame anyone for not wanting to continue once they find themselves in that hold.
That was a tough match, but he stepped right up to the challenge.
He sure did. A victory by submission is nothing to sneeze at.
You're darn right it isn't. That just sent a powerful message to the entire locker room.
That's a tough way to lose a match, having to tap out to a submission hold like that.
Yeah, but what else can you do? Risk a potentially career-ending injury?
I understand why it has to be done, but I don't imagine that makes it any easier. Can you believe it? A victory by submission. Talk about impressive.
That was a huge win. I can't believe he actually pulled it off.
Well, I think these fans and his fellow superstars have to see him in a different light after that. Oh no, the referee is down. What's going to happen now? Look out, the referee's been knocked out.
Whoa, there goes the referee. Might as well chuck the rule book out the window now.
Oh boy, I think the referee is out of it.
Oh man, the ref's out like a light. Anything goes now.
Unfortunately, you're right. There's no one to enforce the rules until the ref revives.
And there's the reversal. What a reversal. What a counter that was. He saw that one coming. Nice reversal. A textbook reversal. Can he follow up? Great reversal. He was one step ahead on that one. He anticipated that move perfectly.
What a counter.
There's the reversal. There's the reversal. A textbook reversal. Here's the reversal. Reversed. Can he take advantage? Quick reversal. Now, can he capitalize? He slipped out of that one. He's got to capitalize right here. Wow, great reversal. And there's the counter. Nice quick counter there.
Look at this. You don't often see a superstar's own finishing move used against them like this. Oh my, someone's getting a taste of their own finishing move. What the? That's his opponent's finishing maneuver. He's adding insult to injury by using that move against his opponent.
Oh, man. I guess if you're going to dish it out, you better be able to take it. Ha! I love it. Wow. Talk about giving your opponent a taste of their own medicine. That takes some guts. That takes some serious skill to execute your opponent's signature move like that.
Talk about sending a message of defiance to your opponent. That'll get your opponent fired up. Just hope it doesn't backfire on you. Look at this. He's using his opponent's taunt against him. Look at this. He's mocking his opponent.
He's obviously making fun of his opponent here.
It's like he's holding up a mirror. It takes guts to turn an opponent's taunt against him like that. What is this? Monkey see, monkey do? That's some impressive trash talking right there. I think he's trying to make fun of his opponent.
There goes Ashley. And Ashley's been eliminated. And Batista's out. Good Lord, the animal's been eliminated. And the Mastodon is out. Benjamin's out of this contest. The Glamazon is gone. The Boogeyman is sent back to the bottomless pit. Boogeyman's been eliminated. Elijah Burke's done for the evening. Lance Cade's out. Candice is out of this match. There goes Carlito. Carlito's eliminated. Cena's out. How shocking is this? Cena's been eliminated. Chavo's out. There goes Palumbo. Valiant Cody Rhodes is going home. The ECW original is done for tonight. There goes Dreamer. Edge is eliminated. Edge is out. And Edge is done. The Colossus Festus has been eliminated. There goes Festus. Flair's been eliminated. And with that, Hawkins been eliminated. Heartbreak Kid's been eliminated. Michaels is out. Michaels is out. The Showstopper's been eliminated. World's Strongest Man is out. The King of Kings is eliminated. Triple H is eliminated. Holly's been eliminated. The Tough Irishman is out of this match. They've eliminated JBL. The youngster Jesse's been eliminated. Jesse's been taken out. Now Jeff Hardy's been taken out. Hardy's been eliminated. Jeff Hardy's been eliminated. Jillian's furious over her elimination. Our resident redneck is out of this one. And this member of Crime Time is done. The Monster Kane has been eliminated. The Big Red Machine's been eliminated. Gorgeous Kelly. Kelly's hitting the showers. Mr. Kennedy's been eliminated. Eliminated. Looks like Brian Kendrick's gone from this match. Khali's been eliminated. The great Khali's out of this matchup. There goes the lovely Layla. Maria's gone. I guess it wasn't Michelle McCool's night. The sexy yet dangerous Melina is gone. There goes Melina. The tough Matt Hardy's out. Say it ain't so, Matt Hardy's out. Mickey's out. That's it for The Miz. The Miz is finished. Morrison's been taken out. Morrison's been eliminated. And Trevor Murdoch's got to be furious with that elimination. And MVP's been eliminated. And the Legend Killer's done for. Orton's been eliminated. Orton's been eliminated. There goes Orton. CM Punk is out. Punk is eliminated. Punk's out. There goes Regal. Regal's been eliminated. Ray's been eliminated. Zack Ryder couldn't pull it off tonight. There goes Santino. Snitsky's been eliminated. Snitsky's out. Good God Almighty, the Phenom's out. Unbelievable, The Undertaker's eliminated. Taz has been eliminated. There goes Umaga. Jericho's been eliminated. There goes Jericho.
Oh my, the submission hold is locked in.
And this isn't easy to get out of. Oh man, this is just about the last hold you want to find yourself in. It's cinched in.
He knows his opponent is completely helpless to resist the submission hold. Oh my, there's the submission hold. He's in the driver's seat now.
He's going for the submission. He's not taking any chances with this submission. Look at how tight he's got it locked in.
Submission hold locked in. We may see a tap out right here. What a deadly submission hold this is. We might see a tap out right here. Submission hold locked in. We may see a tap out right here.
And even if you can't make your opponent tap out, this will take a lot of the fight out of him. Oh, I've never seen this executed better.
Neither have I, partner, and this might be enough to get the tap out right here.
There's the submission hold. I've seen a lot of superstars tap out of this one.
You and me both, partner, and we might be about to see another one right here. He's had enough. This could be it.
He's going for the submission.
And he might get it. He's got that hold locked in.
He smells blood in the water. He's going straight for the submission.
Looks like he's bringing in his partner. Did they get the tag? Yes. I think that's a tag. He's tagging in his partner. Looks like the tag has been made. That was a smart tag. The referee saw the tag. The tag is made. That tag shows some impressive teamwork. They got the tag.
And there's the tag. He's tagged in his partner. They got the tag. Oh, man, there's the tag. He got the tag. The tag's been made, and his partner's coming in. Nice teamwork there. There's the tag. Looks like someone's moving up in the world. Going up that turnbuckle hurts a heck of a lot less than coming down from it. There's a superstar with guts. These top rope moves are risky. I think he's gonna fly.
This is a big risk. Will it pay off? I think we're about to see a high-risk move from the top rope. This is gonna be big, one way or the other. A high-risk maneuver in the works from that top turnbuckle. He's climbing the turnbuckle. Will this pay off? He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle.
I think someone's been taking flying lessons.
I think someone's looking for a weapon. You never know what you'll find under the ring. I saw some pretty dangerous stuff under that ring earlier. That's the way to do it. Grab a weapon from under the ring and start swinging.
There's a lot of things under the ring, and all of them hurt. You can find all sorts of weapons under that ring. Why do they keep so many dangerous weapons under the ring? Those things can cause serious injuries. Looks like he's decided to grab a weapon from under the ring. Oh no, he's looking for a weapon. This could cause a serious injury. Look at this. No fear on the face of this superstar.
Wow, look at the confidence. He's letting his opponent know what's up.
He's taking a little time to give his opponent a piece of his mind. He's showing absolutely no respect for his opponent. Oh man, I don't think that was ever meant to be used like that. Oh my, that's going to do some serious damage if someone doesn't stop this. What an impact. That's going to do some damage. Oh my God, someone's got to stop this. Oh man, what an impact. My God, how is a human body supposed to withstand that kind of impact? I don't think there's any lengths that these superstars won't go to achieve victory here tonight.
These superstars will do whatever it takes to win here tonight.
That's just plain vicious. These superstars ain't got no mercy here tonight for each other. Oh man, lights out. You might as well hit your opponent with a brick if you're going to do that. It wouldn't hurt any less. These superstars aren't holding back here tonight. Oh man, did you see that? And let me tell you, a few of those will beat the fight right out of you. Man, that'll do a number on you real quick. These superstars aren't going easy on each other, that's for sure. You can hear that one way up in the cheap seats.
You're not going to last long if you keep getting hit by that.
You sure aren't. I don't care how tough you are. Did you see that? What a shot. Yeah, that's it. Do it again.
I'm glad you're enjoying this. I can't say I am. And I think it's obvious that he'll stop at nothing to win here tonight. He's putting that weapon to good use here. Oh my God, did you hear the impact of those steel steps? Oh no, not the steel steps! Wow, what a shot from that crutch!
You take too many of those and you'll be needing one to help you get around after the match.
Did you see that? A brutal shot from that crutch.
Man, he's really laying into his opponent with that crutch. That'll put your fire out in a hurry.
He let his opponent have it with that fire extinguisher. And a vicious shot from that cane. Look at this. He's caning the hell out of his opponent. Oh my God, what a sickening impact from that sledgehammer.
Wow, what a shot. That sledgehammer will mess you up, but good.
He's swinging for the fences with that sledgehammer.
He's all about bringing a hammer down, and that proves it.
Oh my God, what a chair shot. I don't think that chair's going to be good for much after this match. He's just brutalizing his opponent with that table. Wow, what an impact from that trash can.
Looks like somebody's taking out the trash here.
And a vicious shot from the trash can. I don't think this will work, but you can't question this superstar's heart. This is going to require more strength than that.
You gotta be dreaming if you think you're gonna pull that off. Ha! I don't think so.
The size difference between them is just too much.
This is never, ever gonna work.
I hate to say it, but I think you're right.
You gotta be kidding me. Give it up. It's not gonna happen.
I'm afraid he's going to hurt himself if he keeps this up. He simply doesn't have enough strength to get him off the ground.
I can't believe he even thought it was possible. Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
He probably should have thought that through a little better.
He's gonna throw out his back if he keeps this up. That's all she wrote. Stick a fork in it. This match is done.
And that's the match. Whether you like it or not, there's the match right there. I don't believe it. This one's over. The referee's calling for the bell. The match is over. The match is over. That's all she wrote. All good things must come to an end. But I wish that match could have gone on a little longer.
That's it. This one's done.
The road to WrestleMania begins here tonight for Batista as he takes on The Miz in one-on-one competition. I think it's fairly safe to say that Miz is the underdog in this contest. Batista, a former World Heavyweight Champion and Tag Team Champion, must be feeling pretty confident as the match wears on. Both of these superstars are putting it all on the line as a win for either could secure them a spot at WrestleMania. Batista, one of SmackDown's most dominant competitors, is giving The Miz a reality check here tonight. The animal's hurting. What an upset it'd be if The Miz could pick up the win. Here we go, and earlier tonight, The Miz suffered a crushing loss to Mysterio's good friend, the Animal Batista. Morrison might try to make this match personal. Mysterio's smaller but quicker than Morrison, and that speed could give him the advantage. Rey Mysterio is no stranger to singles competition. A former world champion, Rey's looking to get the ball rolling on his road to WrestleMania. The momentum's on Mysterio's side. Can he put one half of the tag team champions away? Miz fell earlier. Will Morrison have the same fate? Last week we saw Mysterio and Batista, one of the greatest tag teams in SmackDown history, reform. But they can't afford to look past their opponents, the talented Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins, in this match. Ever since arriving here on SmackDown, Hawkins and Ryder have stuck to World Heavyweight Champion edge like a rash. A win by Batista and Mysterio would certainly send a huge message to the champion. Just last week, Batista saved Mysterio from a vicious attack from the tag team champions. A win tonight would move them further up the tag team rankings and closer to their revenge. Batista and Mysterio, an odd couple if there ever was one, are in complete control. Do Ryder and Hawkins have enough in the tank? When you haven't tagged in a while, there's bound to be a bit of ring rust, but Mysterio and Batista look to have fallen right back to their dominating ways. They've only had one match since getting back as a team, but now Batista and Mysterio face their greatest challenge yet, the Brothers of Destruction, Kane and The Undertaker. This is the sort of match that sends shivers down my spine. Four of the biggest superstars in the WWE are battling, and only one team can come out on top. In many matches, there's a clear underdog, but in a contest like this, it's split down the middle. This one really could go either way. The Brothers of Destruction are such a dominating force. The fact that Batista and Rey have taken it to them speaks miles for this team. This has been a huge test of Mysterio and Batista's teamwork, but they've risen to every challenge. Can they seal the victory here tonight? Here we go in this tag team title match. They've been making big waves in the tag team division, but do Mysterio and Batista have what it takes to defeat Morrison and The Miz? Say what you will about their attitude, but Morrison and Miz are phenomenal young athletes. While the Animal and Mysterio have the experience, Miz and Morrison have been extremely successful over the last year, almost always holding championship gold. After the sneak attack on Mysterio 3 weeks ago, you can bet the tag champs are feeling pretty smug. I doubt they're quite so happy now. Morrison and The Miz are getting taken to the woodshed. Will we see new tag team champions? There's so much on the line in this match, with the winner receiving a title shot at WrestleMania. Going into this match, the two favorites had to be Batista and Rey Mysterio. Both have been on a huge roll as of late, and both have won the Royal Rumble. The stats speak for themselves. Almost 60% of all Royal Rumble winners have gone on to win the title at WrestleMania, and every one of these superstars will give it their all to get that shot. These superstars have been through it all tonight. They've sacrificed life and limb, sweat and blood, and heart and soul to get to this moment. But which one's going to come out on top? It's been a long haul for these competitors. Which superstar will survive? Who's going to WrestleMania? Just 5 days ago, these men competed in the Royal Rumble, and now Mysterio and Batista must defend their titles against the former champs. Batista and Rey have certainly done a great job getting under Miz and Morrison's skin, but the former tag champs are looking to reclaim what they believe is theirs. They may be good friends, but with one of them winning the Royal Rumble and the other falling just short, you have to wonder, are there any bad feelings between Mysterio and Batista? The challengers are hungry. They want their revenge. They want their titles back, but can they get the win? All four of these men wrestled in a grueling matchup at the Rumble, but the tag team titles are on the line tonight. Who's going to come out on top? The best of Raw, taking on the best of SmackDown in a huge matchup. Heck, who am I kidding? This is going to be an all-out war. Though you know Edge won't admit it, he's turned to the best here tonight. After all, who better to watch your back than the WWE Tag Team Champions? Just moments ago, Edge tempted Rey and Batista into this match, offering to face one at No Way Out and the other at WrestleMania. But with a guy like Edge, you've got to question his motives. What does Edge look to gain from this partnership? SmackDown's best have taken the fight to Raw, but can they put him away? It's been a hellacious contest, but the battle could soon be over. Can SmackDown's trio put their differences aside? Who's going to win brand supremacy? There's the bell, and after that uncalled-for spear last week, you can't blame the Animal for wanting to get even with Edge. But as always, Edge has a card up his sleeve, the 500-pound mastodon, Big Daddy V. There's a phenomenal size difference between these two teams. Big Daddy V's over 3 times the size of Rey Mysterio, and that's something Rey's got to watch out for. After the altercation last week, you can be sure Rey and Batista are going to be watching their backs. Who knows what Edge has planned? The Animal and Rey unloading tonight, getting some measure of revenge. Edge is a calculating opportunist, but will his scheming ways pay off again tonight? You have to give it to Edge. Talking Stephanie into pitting these two challengers, Batista and Mysterio, against each other just days before his title defense is every bit as smart as it is wrong. This one's friend against friend as the tag team champs just go at it tooth and nail. When he arranged for this match, Edge knew there was a chance one of the superstars would get injured, and that'll just make his title defense a whole lot easier. These two have given it their all tonight, but will they have anything left to take on Edge? Both men are bruised, both men are battered, but who's going to pick up the win, and what does this mean for No Way Out? Here we go with this anything goes, no disqualification match for the World Championship. After the grueling match he had last week, you know Mysterio's hurting, but with the World Heavyweight Championship on the line, he's got to give it everything he's got. These men have just beaten the absolute hell out of each other. But who will leave No Way Out? World champion. The champion's hurting. The finish line's in sight. Will Edge's own tricks cost him the title? Mysterio's so close. Can he dig down deep and become world champion again? After the grueling match he had last week, you know Batista's hurting. But with the World Heavyweight title on the line, he's got to give it everything he's got. The Animal's so close. Can he dig down deep and become world champion again? Edge came out ahead at No Way Out, but will he have the same fortune at WrestleMania? What a tag match this one's going to be, as Batista and Mysterio defend their titles against the Brothers of Destruction. When you're against a tag team like the Brothers of Destruction, you really can't afford to be sidetracked. Rey and Batista have fought off one challenge from the Brothers of Destruction, but now, just 5 days removed from a brutal title match, can they do it again? Mysterio and Batista are on a roll. The Brothers of Destruction are hurting. Can they pick up the win? Here we go in this Tornado Tag title match. And after that Kane chokeslam last week, I don't know how well Mysterio and Batista will coexist tonight. You can almost see the friction between Batista and Rey. All good things must come to an end, and it looks like that's true tonight. Batista and Mysterio, the WWE Tag Team Champions, could be wrestling together for the last time. And this really isn't the same Batista-Mysterio combination we've come to expect. Edge has really done a number on these men. This has been a brutal match, and the situation's now clear. This relationship is broken down, but who's going to pick up the win? Just 1 week after breaking up with his tag team partner, Batista may be in over his head here, facing not one, but both of the WWE Tag Team Champions. The Animal's a proud competitor, but has he bitten off more than even he can chew? Batista looking to send a message here tonight. He's on his own, and he's headed for WrestleMania. Batista said he was more focused, and he's certainly proven that tonight. He's decimated the WWE Tag Team Champions single-handedly. Morrison and Miz have spotted a wounded Animal, and they're all too eager to capitalize. Batista's being battered by the Tag Team Champions. Just 1 week after breaking up with his tag team partner, Mysterio may be in over his head here, facing not one, but both of the WWE Tag Team Champions. Mysterio's been an underdog his whole life, but what he lacks in stature, he more than makes up for in heart. Mysterio's looking to send a message here tonight. He's on his own, and he's headed for WrestleMania. Rey unloading on the tag team champions. Mysterio is fired up and heading to WrestleMania on a high. The tag team champions have played a brutal numbers game here tonight, and things aren't looking good for the underdog, Mysterio. Here we go, and Rey has to find some way to overcome the 500-pound Big Daddy V. Big Daddy V is a monster, an absolute beast. The Mastodon is so dominating in size, power, and strength. Rey and his former partner Batista have had a roller coaster ride. Now without titles and without friends, Rey looks to take his frustrations out on the biggest man he could find. The Mastodon is weakened. Can Rey capitalize? Batista must be one ticked-off animal tonight after coming up short at the Royal Rumble and losing the WWE Tag Team titles just 2 weeks ago. Batista now finds himself without a match at WrestleMania. Batista and his former partner Rey Mysterio have had a roller coaster ride. Now without titles and without friends, the Animal looks to take his frustrations out on a 500-pound Mastodon. Big Daddy V is weakened. Can Batista capitalize? Here we go, and there are no friends in this ring. It's every man for himself. It's for the World Championship. This is WrestleMania. Batista, Rey, and Edge have had a turbulent relationship the last few months, and at this point, the only thing that matters to any of these competitors is leaving WrestleMania World Champion. These three men are having an epic contest. All the pain, all the aggression, everything Edge has put them through over the past few months is coming out now. It all comes down to this. These three have battled to the edge of exhaustion. Who has enough left? What a match. Each of these superstars has put their bodies and their careers on the line, but who's going to leave with the World Heavyweight title? Just 5 days removed from his grueling title match at No Way Out, Rey Mysterio has a huge challenge ahead of him tonight in the form of the Mastodon, Big Daddy V. After what we just witnessed, it looks like Batista's actually looking forward to the title defense against Mysterio at WrestleMania. But I wonder if the road to WrestleMania will be as smooth as Mysterio hopes. 5 days after his grueling match at No Way Out, Mysterio can't be 100%. Big Daddy V is so imposing, but Mysterio seems to have figured out how to get the better of this 500-pound giant. Mysterio has the Mastodon wounded. Could history be about to repeat itself? Can David slay Goliath again? Here we go, and I sincerely hope that the EMTs are ready to rush out here. I have a feeling this one will get ugly. Heading into WrestleMania, we now know what our main event is going to be. The champion, Rey Mysterio, versus Batista for the World Heavyweight title. This one has all the makings of a classic, and it seems both champion and challenger are looking forward to it. He must still be nursing bruises following No Way Out, but the Animal certainly isn't showing it as he takes the fight to Big Daddy V. These two forces have beaten the hell out of each other in a fantastic contest. Batista's on a roll here. Can he pick up the win? It was just 5 days ago when Batista beat Edge for the World Heavyweight title, but the former champs wasted no time in exercising his rematch clause. Now Edge takes on Batista one more time for the World Heavyweight Championship. These two are pulling no punches. They're taking no prisoners. Both of them know this could be their last shot at the World Heavyweight title and their last ticket to WrestleMania. After their vicious title match at No Way Out, these men must be hurting. But when the world title's on the line, pain is not an option. Edge is looking for vengeance, but Batista has the upper hand. Batista has the champ reeling. I'm getting a feeling of deja vu. Will the Animal retain? Here we go, as Edge, wasting little time exercising his rematch clause, takes on the man who beat him just 5 days ago for the World Heavyweight title. Ray and Edge are going all out in this match. Both men must see the title as their ticket to WrestleMania, and neither of them wants to be without it. This time around, we're on an even playing field. There's no stipulation and no interference, just a classic one-on-one match. Edge wants nothing more than to go to WrestleMania as world champion, but Ray has other plans. They say lightning doesn't strike twice, but Mysterio's about to prove them wrong. Ray's on a roll. Can he pick up the win? There's the bell, as Ray's pitted against two men he doesn't exactly get along with, Edge and Big Daddy V. Let's make no bones about it. Mysterio earned a title shot at the Royal Rumble. He beat 30 other superstars, yet now Stephanie McMahon thinks she can strip him of his right if he doesn't win here? At least the odds aren't completely against Mysterio tonight. Having Batista out as some form of backup should at least mean Mysterio can't be double-teamed. Mysterio has the absolute heart of a lion. Can he go to WrestleMania? Mysterio could do this. Mysterio could pick up the win against all odds. It's not enough that he won the Royal Rumble. It's not good enough that he beat Big Daddy V last week. Now, by order of Stephanie McMahon, Batista's got to take on both the Mastodon and the former world champion Edge to keep his title shot. Batista up against the odds here tonight as he faces two dominant competitors in this triple threat match. Fortunately for the Animal, Rey Mysterio has been granted permission to manage him during this match. The Animal's unleashing his power tonight, sending a message to Stephanie McMahon as he moves on down the road to WrestleMania. Another week, another ruling by Stephanie McMahon, and once again the deck is stacked firmly against the tag team champions as they take on three competitors in a 2-on-3 handicap match. Morrison and The Miz are out for revenge here tonight, looking to inflict some punishment on the people who beat them to win the tag team titles. As if taking on The Miz and John Morrison wasn't enough, the 7-foot Punjabi Nightmare is also here to inflict pain on Batista and Mysterio. Mysterio and Batista, the perfect combination of power and agility, have their opponents reeling tonight. Just when you think it can't get any worse, Stephanie McMahon goes and pulls something like this, a tables match against two of the most powerful and deadly superstars in the WWE, Kane and The Undertaker. By putting the tag champs in a match like this just 2 days before WrestleMania, Stephanie McMahon is sowing the seeds of disaster. If either one of these men gets injured tonight, it could jeopardize their chances at WrestleMania. This match is truly testing if these men can coexist, but if they don't trust each other, neither one may make it to WrestleMania. Things are going the tag team champions' way. Even with the title match just around the corner, these two are showing a united front. And there's the bell. It's two men, two friends, one title, and what a match this is going to be. These two proud competitors have had to put their friendship to the side tonight and focus entirely on the gold. Despite everything they've been through, despite everything they've sacrificed, despite every ounce of punishment they've been forced to endure over the last few months, these two are putting on a hell of a match. What a match! Batista and Mysterio are both such incredible talents. What a WrestleMania! Who's going to leave World Heavyweight Champion? Ladies and gentlemen, we're in for a stellar main event here as the Dead Man takes on the quick-tongued Santino. Quite honestly, I don't think Santino has a prayer in this matchup. The Undertaker is a surefire Hall of Famer with 2 decades of destruction. This man takes no prisoners, and Santino Marella will be no exception. Santino's a crafty, loud, arrogant individual who always has a plan in the works. The dead man has Santino in the ropes. Can he finish this one off? This isn't going to be a technical matchup. It's The Undertaker, the best pure striker in the game, versus the tough-nosed Irishman Finlay. The Undertaker has a point to prove here. Shutting up Finlay after claiming he has the dead man's number has to be the Phenom's top priority. Finlay certainly is one tough individual. He's got stamina and an iron jaw. Santino may have to put his money where his mouth is when this bet is settled. Finlay is beyond a shadow of a doubt one of the most rugged individuals on the WWE roster. There's nothing quite like stepping into the ring with Undertaker, one of the WWE's most frightening, intimidating, and decorated superstars. Two monsters will collide in the ring tonight. What a main event. Undertaker versus the Great Khali. It literally doesn't get any bigger than this. Can Undertaker keep his momentum rolling? He's been victorious over Finlay and Santino in recent weeks, but will he add the Punjabi Nightmare's name to that list? The question has to be brought up. Will The Undertaker go into the Royal Rumble with a coveted world title around his waist? Here we go, and Undertaker can't be too focused on who the man is right now with Edge, the ultimate opportunist, staring down at him. Santino and Finlay now call themselves New School, and on some level, you got to think that's a jab at the seasoned veteran. Undertaker had the title won last week against the Great Khali until New School interfered in the match. And I, for one, predict The Undertaker will soon go Old School against the New School. Undertaker has been plagued by the man recently, but who could he be? Is it one of the current superstars? Someone we haven't seen before? Is it Edge? Who? Edge and Undertaker have a tremendous history with each other. They've traded world championships and have had some classic battles. Who will claim victory tonight? Santino and Finlay had to have known this beating was coming. Undertaker never forgives and never forgets. Finlay and Santino are trying to outwit The Undertaker, the master of mind games, by using that urn. You know The Undertaker will never cower. It doesn't matter if it's 1, 2, or 20 men, the Phenom backs down from no mortal. The Brothers of Destruction have been cornered here in a sense. They may be brothers, but they won't hesitate to tear each other limb from limb. The urn looks to have some supernatural power, but are they affecting Kane? If so, what will it take to snap the Big Red Machine out of his trance-like state? It's apparent these presents were not brought in good faith. What can Undertaker do here? He's dealing with powers he's never faced before. Kane definitely seems to be in a possessed, trance-like state. What will the dead man need to do to snap his brother out of this? There's the bell, and I think I see a hint of a smile on Undertaker as his brother gets some measured revenge on New School. Don't expect Kane to show Finlay any compassion after New School's cowardly actions last week. New School's problems will not end tonight. If they survive their battle with Kane, they still have The Undertaker waiting his turn. Keep in mind that we have no idea what the man has in store for the Brothers of Destruction. He's certainly shown he possesses a dark, unholy power. The Brothers of Destruction are on the same wavelength here. They know exactly what the other is thinking. Who would have thought Kane, a 7-foot monster, would be so helpless over a power we've never seen? As far as dominating WWE duos go, the Brothers of Destruction might be at the top of the list, and you can see why. This may be a warm-up match for No Way Out, but I expect fireworks to fly here between the Phenom and Finlay. After witnessing Kane's destruction of Santino earlier, I wouldn't be surprised if Undertaker tried to top his brother in a showing of all-out brutality. Finlay can hold his own with any man in WWE, but the Phenom's not a normal man. I wouldn't want to be in New School's shoes at No Way Out. I predict Kane and Undertaker will prove why they're called the Brothers of Destruction this Sunday. Does Finlay have what it takes to defeat Undertaker? Or will New School go into No Way Out 0-2 against the Brothers of Destruction? The wait is over. The Brothers of Destruction now get to tear New School apart in this hardcore tag match. And this one's going to get ugly fast. There's no telling what barbarism will occur in this match, but I'm sure the brothers have something violent in mind. Involving Kane in their 2-month battle with Undertaker may very well lead to New School's demise here tonight. We've seen him send gifts, we've seen his power, but we have yet to see the man. Who is this mysterious force, and what is his end game? Knowing how brutal a hardcore match can be, I have an eerie feeling there'll be no way out for these 4 superstars. There's the bell, and this ladder match isn't for titles or prizes, it's for your soul. The man was given a face at No Way Out, and Boogeyman proved to be the sorcerer behind the plot that has consumed Undertaker. There are no reinforcements for Undertaker tonight. His brother Kane has been hospitalized after Boogeyman's supernatural assault, and there's no telling when we'll see him again. If New School gets that urn, it could spell doom for Undertaker. The Phenom could become their demonic puppet. It's a race to get the urn. With so much on the line, who will figure out a way to get there first? Here we go in this handicap contest, but for the dead man, outnumbered doesn't always mean outmatched. We've seen urns, magic staffs, and possessed men. Smackdown has become the unholy playground of the Boogeyman's darkest nightmare. New School had the dead man right where they wanted him, but it appears that they're fighting with themselves instead of capitalizing on this advantage. It looks like this handicap match hasn't worked out quite like Boogeyman thought. Undertaker has an ally out there in New School, and I wonder if that urn blast didn't have something to do with this. Can the Phenom, like he has so many times in his career, escape certain doom again here tonight? There's the bell, and Ray isn't sure what the hell's going on here as he stares into the eyes of his possessed opponent. And frankly, he wouldn't be the only one. I think it's safe to assume that the Phenom is pulling the strings in this match. If Undertaker is in fact the puppet master, Mysterio may get an easy win to put even more embarrassment on New School. Rey Mysterio is one of the most versatile, high-flying superstars in WWE history. Even without Undertaker's aid, my money would be on Mysterio. I don't know how much New School has left as Undertaker continues to toy with them. There's the bell, and with WrestleMania on the horizon, Undertaker is looking to end New School here tonight. The battle at WrestleMania between Undertaker and Boogeyman is shaping up to be a unique encounter between two dark forces. Undertaker overcame the power of the urn, but can he overcome the power of Boogeyman at WrestleMania? With his WrestleMania record on the line, can Undertaker claim vengeance on the Boogeyman for 3 months of torment? Undertaker looks like he's about to write the final chapter in the book of New School, but will Boogeyman close the book on The Undertaker this Sunday? Good God, here we go, and how appropriate is it that these two demons square off in the Hell in a Cell? It's been a long time coming for Boogeyman. He's provoked Undertaker for months, and tonight the battle will conclude between these two unholy beings. Last Friday, Undertaker snapped Boogeyman's staff, the same staff that injured his brother Kane. Will the Phenom break the rest of Boogeyman tonight? Hell in a Cell is Satan's structure, to be sure. No man leaves here the same. Everybody makes a sacrifice in this cage. Undertaker's WrestleMania record of 16-0 is on the line, but can Boogeyman find a way to take the one thing that's more important to The Undertaker than his record? His soul.